Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mingus Browner Football here on KYBC AM 1600, along with Jackie Bessler. I'm Zach Calandra. Glad to have you along for another exciting year of Mingus Browner Football. Today, on the road in Snowflake, up in the high country, JB. This is a team the Marauders have become accustomed to playing here over the last few years. This is a team that the Mingus Marauders had in their conference here not so long ago, and a very good football team from up here in the White Mountains, and we expect a great game here to kick off our season tonight.
Well, unfortunately, Mingus has had their woes with the White Mountain teams, still looking for their first victory in football against the White Mountain teams. Hopefully it'll come tonight.
Well, it's going to be a tough task. This is a big football team as usual. The Snowflake area, they've got some big kids around here, and they've got a big line again this year. The Marauders will have their work cut out for them. We'll talk about that and everything else coming up in tonight's ball game coming up after this.
DIGITELL, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find DIGITELL, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, in Prescott Valley at the Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall and the shops at Prescott Gateway. The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market. Remember, please shop local first.
Go Marauders!
Taylor Waste has been voted the #1 residential garbage service 11 years in a row in Cottonwood and 7 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
You'll get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. It starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at Reese'sTire.com.
Welcome to the Vinny's Pizza pregame report. Call Vinny's now at 646-3333 and have pasta, subs, or specialty pizza delivered right away. Don't forget the garlic knots and wings. Now let's head back live to the press box. Here's Zach Calandra.
Back at Snowflake High School as the sun now starts to set here, JB, on our field. We imagine the temperatures are going to drop a little bit. It's going to get cold up here in Snowflake. It's kind of funny to say. In August, we're worried about it getting cold, but it wasn't the last thing that we did before we left was grab a jacket for the trip up to Snowflake. Fooled me once, shame on me. Fooled me twice, shame on you. So we weren't fooled. We brought the jackets this time.
Well, most importantly, probably, as far as I'm concerned, no rain in the forecast out here tonight, so we should have a dry field. And I know the Northlands have been getting some wettage, so this, it's going to be a little different. We'll get to play on dry grass this time. How about that?
Yeah, grass.
Real grass.
It won't be 3 yards in a cloud of dust anymore, or a cloud of black pellets, as it is at Mingus. Well, fans, a new year of Mingus football means some new faces, and of course, the first place you have to look is the guy taking the snap. That'll be handling the ball most of the time, and it's going to be Upham. Jordan Upham has moved into the quarterback position. Upham is he's only a junior, JB. He's been around for a little while, and he played a little bit last year, mostly in the secondary on defense, just kind of getting into the flow of the varsity level of football. But Jordan Upham is going to be the Marauder quarterback there. Only a junior and only 5'8", 165 pounds. Not your ideal 6'4", 240-pound strapping Ben Roethlisberger type, but kind of a smaller back that's going to be playing behind kind of a smaller line. So it's going to be interesting to see how well the Marauders can adapt to the fundamental aspects of football to create the hole and get to the hole before it closes up, because inevitably bigger teams are going to be able to crash.
Well, one thing he does have is speed, and so he's going to obviously be using his speed all during the course of the season. Watch him to run quite a bit. He's got big shoes to fill as Navarez goes on, and last year 919 passing yards on the season, a quarterback rating of 85, over 100 yards passing the ball per game, and then rushing the ball. Well, of course, Navarez had 307 rushing yards, almost 5 yards a carry last year, so Upham as a youngster going to have some big shoes to fill at that quarterback position.
Yeah, Navarez's numbers are not blow you out of the water, not jump off the page kind of numbers, but what he brought as the leader at the quarterback position, the intangibles that Mike and Navarez showed last year in leading this Marauder squad, that's going to be the biggest portion of those shoes, I believe, for Upham to fill. I think as far as physically, Upham's probably going to put up a lot more yards running the ball, I would imagine, because it being the fleet of foot type of quarterback he is. Pocket breaks down, I don't see my guy, I'm not looking for the next one, I'm out of here kind of runs, and I think we'll probably see a lot of that this year from him. However, the Marauders, as usual, feel very confident, very comfortable with their skill positions. Skill positions are never a problem in Mingus. You're going to find linebackers, and you're going to find guys that can run the ball. Are you going to find guys that can open holes and that can slam holes shut? That's always a problem in Mingus. And we're going to find out. I think the coaching staff is pretty high on their lines this year. I think they feel they've got some decent size for a change on their lines, and I can attest, these kids worked hard all summer, JB. There were 27, 28 practices or more just at Mingus over the summer for these kids. Most of them were there for every one. They were expected to be there for 2 out of 3 days a week. Most of them were there for every single one, JB. These kids bought in all summer long. They believe in the program, and we'll see how it pays off here for the Marauders tonight.
Well, we're going to certainly miss Dakota Hanks as he has moved on to graduation, over 104 carries, making him most definitely a workhorse last year.
Dakota Hanks was actually named Mingus Male Athlete of the Year last year, so we want to throw that out there as well.
Well, fantastic young man, and definitely ran a lot bigger than his size, hoping to fill his shoes out here today or this year. We'll see if Levi Collins actually gets some more carries in the backfield this year.
Well, not initially in this game. Collins is a little dinged up, and he's actually not going to be a starting fullback. They're going to have another youngster, sophomore, Jason Grove. 5'10", 170 pounds, is starting at the fullback position ahead of Levi Collins because he's a little dinged up. He's out there warming up. He's going to play, but he's not going to start at the fullback position, which means maybe we'll see a lot more of him on the defensive side.
Well, saw that young man, Groth, run the ball in the scrimmage against Agua Fria. 2 times went the distance right up the middle. Fantastic speed, and man, I mean, they literally just ran a trap up the middle, and he was off to the races behind the safety before the safety even knew he had the ball.
That doesn't hurt your chances to start on opening night.
No, it does not, does it? By the way, we do want to remind you, you still have time. If you are listening to the radio right now, you still have time to call 646-3333 and get your pizza, your pasta, your wings, and even your garlic nuts.
If it's at my house, it's probably just a piece of pizza. You better get 2.
Right, there you go. Vinny's does deliver. You can call now, get your pizza delivered before we even get into the second quarter.
There you go. And Vinny's going to do it up right. It's Friday night. He's fired up. These are the extra special pizzas on Friday night. Friday night pizzas.
More cheese, right?
Yeah, more cheese.
They put the cheese in an M, right?
Yeah, well, starting next Friday night. All right, Jackie, some other things to talk about here. The Marauders are moving a couple of new guys. We're going to see Garrett Story in the backfield. We talked about Levi Collins. Tristan Clark, another guy I think we're going to need to keep our eye on, and we haven't really taken our eye off of him since last year. It's going to be Trevor Galloway. Trevor at a wideout position is certainly going to be a weapon the Marauders are going to look for. This is a kid that can get up and down the field. He's a sophomore, 6'4", 200 pounds, and he looks every bit of it. He is a strapping young lad out there, JB, and I think he's going to be one of the premier weapons the Marauders are going to look for all season long throwing the football.
Well, they almost averaged 10 yards per reception last year. As a freshman, and obviously didn't get utilized a whole bunch. You brought up Story as well. He had 7 receptions and 38 yards last year as well. So, we're starting to get some of that, shall we say, experienced receiver positions back, but we are going to miss Rios. Rios had the most yards for the Mingus Marauders receiving the ball last year, 397, averaging almost 20 yards per catch.
and now serving our country as a United States Marine.
Thank you. I appreciate your service.
All right, fans, let's take a quick break right here. We'll get a word from our sponsors. We'll be back and take a look at that Marauder offensive line. We haven't talked about these guys yet, and not too bad, little decent size. We'll be back to Snowflake High School after this.
Mingus football and Vinny's Pizza go together like cheese and pepperoni. Order from the sub or pasta menu, or take home a specialty hand-tossed Vinny's Pizza. Give in to the temptation of Vinny's famous garlic knots and wings. Dine in or delivery for Vinny's New York Chef Pizza. Easy to find in the Clemenceau building near 6th Street and the 89A bypass in Cottonwood.
It's the dawn of a new era in healthcare here in the Verde Valley. Spectrum Healthcare introduces whole person care for the mind, for the body, for all of you. With the opening of our new integrated care facility at 651 West Mingus Avenue in Cottonwood, Spectrum Healthcare now offers primary care, behavioral health, and pharmacy, all in one location. For primary medical care, for help with mental health and substance use disorders, for whole person health care, call Spectrum Healthcare, 634-2236.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
Your local Cottonwood Taco Bell has what you're craving for just $1. Shredded chicken mini quesadillas, spicy potato soft taco, spicy tostada, just a part of the new Dollar Cravings menu at your Cottonwood Taco Bell. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell on Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Pond Palace offers a wide selection of jewelry, electronics, musical instruments, firearms, and much more. And if you need money for that unforeseen financial burden, Tanner, Natalie, or Rob can get you a loan using your valuable items and collectibles. Scrap gold, silver, jewelry, guns, and electronics are all accepted. Visit Pond Palace on Calvary Way at 89A in the Dome Building, open 6 days a week, and online at pondpalaceaz.com.
Back at Snowflake High School, and it's time to meet the linemen. That should be a new part of our game here, JB. Mingus Marauder offensive lineman for this year will be led by a senior, Cordell McKeever. McKeever, the strongest kid on the team. He can really pump it out in the weight room. There's no doubt about that. 6'1", 230 pounds in front of the 5'10", or 5'8" rather, quarterback Upham. So big kids up front. At the guards, you've got Andre May, a senior at 6'1", 215 pounds. On the other side, it's Stefano Delu. Delu, a junior, 5'11", 230 pounds. Marauders tackles are 52. Jordan Vincent, a sophomore at 6 foot 230. The other side is 62. Charles Novak, a senior, 5'11", 225 pounds. Jackie, it's been a while since we've been able to spit out a Marauder offensive line that's going 230, 230, 225, 220. They've got a little bit of size this year, and let's see if they can use that to their advantage.
Well, certainly so, and the Mingus Marauders especially, if you've got a younger quarterback, a little less experienced, they're going to need the size of the line to make some holes and make some things happen. Now, in the scrimmage against Agua Fria, it looked like Mingus in their first set was a little bit tentative. Wasn't able to move the ball very well. But by the time we got to the end of the scrimmage, Mingus was moving the ball almost at will, which was definitely a good sign.
Getting those underclassmen a little bit of work, and they did some good work. Jackie, another thing that we talked about on the way here today is during the summer program, you got a chance to watch some of the youngsters performing and getting ready for the season coming up. And when they break them down in the class, I like this sophomore class. There's some big kids in this sophomore class, and I think there's some really good talent in the Marauder sophomore classes here, and that's going to be a group to watch. And I can already tell they're infiltrating into the lineup right now. There's a lot of sophomores that are already being talked about on the Marauder side of the football, offensively and defensively. So some of those kids have really impressed during the summer, and apparently the coaches were able to take note of that as well, and some of these kids have worked themselves into playing time here as sophomores.
Well, that sophomore class was also the CMS Lobos championship team.
Right. Undefeated.
And undefeated and moving their way forward into Mingus. And in the scrimmage, we saw 3 sophomores starting on defense for the Mingus Marauders in the first string. And as soon as they start to get some reps and get a feel for, well, I'm sure the game steps up a little bit when you get to the varsity level and be able to move it from there. Mingus Marauders freshmen, beat Snowflake earlier this week. The JV squad last night defeated by Snowflake, the Lobos, 38-14.
Right,
so
it's our turn.
Now it's our turn, right?
All right.
On, off, right?
Now we hope so.
I'll go with that.
Hey, speaking of those CMS Lobos, JB, expected to have a big year this year. We're expecting big things out of this squad. They've got a lot of 8th graders that are tremendous leaders, and I think that the CMS football team is going to be very good this year. We start tomorrow on the road at Chino Valley, and we hope to get some fans out there. It's an early game, 12 o'clock start, so if you can get over there, come on over and check it out. CMS Lobo football getting underway tomorrow as well. So big weekend of football in the Verde Valley. High Desert Youth football gets going tomorrow. Panthers kick it off. The big kids, the majors, starting at 8 a.m. with head coach Jackie Bessler.
Well, here's what's funny. He's talking about we start early, noon, at Chino Valley.
We've got a bus ride.
I'm thinking, oh, wait a second. I got to be there at 6:30. What do you mean early noon?
All right, fans. Hey, football's getting going. Great time of year. Best time of year. Football starting all across the land. Let's take a quick break right here. We'll get a word from our great sponsors, and we'll be back for the kickoff of the Mingus Marauder season at Snowflake coming up after this.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
There's no room for hesitation. The best time to buy a victory is now. Get 0% APR for 5 years or rebates up to $2,000. And every motorcycle is equipped with a 5-year powertrain warranty. This is the Red Tag Rush sales event. Victory Motorcycles. Ride one and you'll own one.
This has been the Vinny's New York Chef Pizza pregame report. Order for pickup or delivery tonight. Call 646-3333. We'll return for kickoff right after this.
Mingus football and Vinny's Pizza go together like cheese and pepperoni. Order from the sub or pasta menu, or take home a specialty hand-tossed Vinny's Pizza. Give in to the temptation of Vinny's famous garlic knots and wings. Dine in or delivery for Vinny's New York Chef Pizza. Easy to find in the Clemenceau building near 6th Street and the 89A bypass in Cottonwood.
It's Snowflake, guys. Go along with Jackie Bessler. This is Zach Coandra bringing you Mingus Marauder High School football live on Friday nights. All right, well, the Mingus Marauders have taken the field, and they will be returning the football, JB. So Mingus will have the ball first as they bring the return team out on the field. It looks like the Marauders' deep men are going to be number 4. Is it? No, it's number 44. And that is Tristan Clark. And on the other side, Well, we're waiting for him to turn around so we can get the other number. It looks like it's Garrett Story on the other side. Number 24, 44 and 24.
Well, do want to get into our Northern Arizona rehabilitation and fitness injury report. And unfortunately, in week 1, we have two. Austin Fredetti, a senior wideout on our injured reserve, as well as Ryan Nash, who did very well as a defensive end in the scrimmage against Agua Fria.
And the kickoff is an onside kick. It goes by the Marauders' front line, bounces on the ground. I believe Mingus was able to cover it with the second line coming up to make the play. So Snowflake coming out with a little razzle-dazzle there to begin the game. An onside kick to start the season, JB. How about that? The Mingus Marauders were ready for it. In great field position to start the game. Mingus takes the ball first down and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Well, there were 3 whiffs at the kick. This was baseball. That would be an out, yes?
Yep. 3 big swings and misses, and you go sit down on the pine. First down and 10. The Mingus Marauders come out on the field led by junior quarterback Jordan Upham. Man in motion from left to right. The Marauders are going to run right up the middle. And that was a brick wall at the line of scrimmage. And the Mingus Marauders run for no yardage that time. The ball carried by sophomore Jason Groth. And they're going to give them progress back to the line. But that's it. And running play that time goes nowhere. Second down and 10 for Mingus as they're quickly back to the line.
Well, it looks like the run blitz was on by the Lobos, and Mingus had nowhere to go.
Double wing formation, 2 receivers on the right. Man in motion, flag on the play, pitch. The Marauders running right with Tiffany. Doesn't look like he had a whole lot of room to run. The play is stopped, and the Mingus Marauders are going to be moving
forward. Encroachment.
Forward. Oh, is it offsides on the defense? Why did they stop the play?
I'm not exactly sure why they stopped the play, but the defensive end was lined up in the backfield.
Huh, but what if you would run for a touchdown then? Don't we decline that?
I would say so.
Second down and 5 from the 45-yard line, and number 21's offsides, but he was just going to get his mouthpiece, so they're going to let that go.
How did you forget your mouthpiece on the wrong side of the ball?
I don't know. He's speaking too well. Second down, here's the snap, and the Marauders going to run it with Upham, and Upham fakes the handoff and then looked to run the keeper himself and didn't get out of the backfield. Got knocked down right back at the line. Didn't get too far from the line to begin with. And no gain on the play. It's going to bring up third down and 5 here for the Marauders. So far we've seen 2 plays for Mingus. They've both been runs up the middle for no gain. And then the offside penalty. Third down and 5. Marauders split formation. Man in motion's Tiffany from right to left, and they're going to run it again with Upham. Going left this time, and he'll dive forward close to midfield, and it looks like they're going to mark him just shy of the 50-yard line, and that will make it 4th down and about 3 inches here for the Marauders, and I believe the goose play is on, JB. One of my favorite plays in all football. When you get to walk up there and just goose guy on the butt and you dive forward.
Right, exactly. No, I like that play. Well, they're going to go for it. I appreciate that.
First drive of the year at midfield. Mingus looking for 3 inches. Here's the snap, and they'll run it, and they'll have a first down. The quarterback Upham just went right behind the guard on the right-hand side. Found some room to run there. It looked like he ran behind. Which one was it, Jackie? It looked like it may have been Andre May there that he ran behind on that right side, number 61.
Well, I was rewarded with the defensive end coming straight down on the top of him.
It was big Andre May. First down and 10, Marauders on the Lobo side of the field. Here's the snap, and Upham's going to throw. Looking down the field, he's going right down the middle, and it is incomplete. Underthrown that time as the receiver had to wait for the ball to come down. The defensive back was able to make up anything that he had lost and was able to tip that one away. And that ball, Jackie, either had been thrown a lot earlier or had been thrown a lot further.
Well, the ball was intended for Jordan Prouty, a junior, 6'1", 180 pounds, and had man-on-man coverage on the far side. He actually had him beat there for a moment. That's exactly what you're talking about.
Second down and 10 now. Here's a snap, and Upham on the option is going to look to keep it himself. He wanted to pitch it, but a defensive end or linebacker was in the pitch lane. He looked and he said, I can't give it up to that guy. I'm just going to tuck and run. And Upham picks up 2 yards to make it third down now and 8 for the Marauders. And starting to get to where you might think that Coach Young's not going to punt this ball away, Jackie, if the Marauders are not able to come up with it here on third.
Well, hard to say. So far, Upham has 4 touches, and Groth only has 1.
Yeah, not good news. Here's a handoff, and it's going up the middle, and this time they're going to try another guy. It's 44, Tristan Clark with the carry, and he's going to come up well shy of a first down, a gain of a yard or 2. It looks like they're going to give him 2, and it's going to be 4th down and 6 now for the Marauders from the Lobo 45-yard line. And the Marauders coaching staff sending in the play, and Mingus is either going to go for it here or they're going to roll Upham out with a little pooch punt.
Well, Mingus is definitely known for that, no doubts about it.
And they're going to go for it. Throw over the middle, he's got a man wide open. The catch is made, it's Galloway down the left hash mark, but a flag on the field, and it looks like it's coming back. Holding on Mingus.
Oh. All right, got to put that one back in the playbook. That worked.
Yeah, boy. Over the top, a little quick hitter over the top to the good-looking sophomore tight end, Trevor Galloway. He caught it and rumbled another 15, 20, 30 yards with the football, but it's all coming back for a hold on the Mingus Marauders.
Well, Lobos brought the kitchen sink, no doubt about it. The blitz was on, and Mingus was just trying to give their quarterback just a few moments to throw the ball.
And with the mark off, the Marauders are now looking at 4th down and about 16, and they'll line up to go for it again here, but I guarantee you Upham's going to punt this one away. Awaiting the snap, Upham will come up and punt it, and he hits off a good punt. It will be returned from the 16-yard line. To the 20, out to the right side, towards the Marauder bench, still on his feet. Now cut back to the middle of the field. Finally hit and brought down out about where the Marauders needed to gain for a first down, the 39-yard line. Good return that time. It looked like it may have been 21 with the return. That is Lane Penrod, and we've been told to keep our eye on Penrod, JB. He's one of the better players here for this Lobo team, and he had a good return that time to set Snowflake up with good field position in their first possession. The ball's actually marked back at about the 36.5-yard line, so that's where Snowflake will start their first possession of the year.
Herb Tiffany on the tackle. Somebody else we're going to have to watch for is Trevor McCray. He had 81 yards against us last year on the ground.
Here's a snap and a handoff coming to the second back through, coming from the right to the left side. It'll scatter bug through the line of scrimmage and out across the 40-yard line to just shy of a 41. A gain of about 4 on the play and brings up second down.
Number 84 running the ball, coming from a wing position. A little razzle-dazzle there, and that's Drew Schneider. He's a senior.
Quarterback in a gun, and we've got a flag, and
flag on play.
So we've got offsides on the defense.
That'll tack on 5 yards.
Usually in the beginning of the season, you see the offside calls on the offense. Illegal motions.
That'll shorten up the second down play. It's now second and about 2 yards. Not quite, about 1.5 yards really. And Snowflake breaks their huddle. Quarterback stays in the shotgun. He's got a back on his left-hand side, 2 wings on the front and the right, and we've got offsides on the defense again.
Really?
We're not even getting plays off.
Another encroachment on the defense.
Well, somebody's lining up in the neutral zone.
That'll be enough for the first down.
Moves the ball to midfield, and the Lobos have a first down. They run one play.
Physical therapy. We thank them for their sponsorship of the Lobo football program.
One play for what, 4 yards and a first down from midfield. And looks like everybody's lined up on sides. Here's the play. Same thing they ran last time, trying to sweep it around the left-hand side with 84 once again. And Schneider's going to have a couple of yards, not a whole lot there. Looks like they're going to give him about 1. So a lot of running east and west, and by the time he cut it upfield, he got a whole yard.
Well, Mingus defended it pretty well, started moving to the ball.
Just underway in the season, still 7 minutes left here in the opening quarter of play. The Marauders had the ball, picked up a first down, then gave it up on downs. I punted it away on 4th. Lobos have it for the first time this season. From the shotgun, quarterback will option, pitch to the right-hand side. He's got a man. Oh, good tackle out in the open field by Herb Tiffany. And what looked like it was going to be a big play goes for about 4 yards and brings up third down and looks like about 6. So that went for about 3 yards. And 3rd and 6 here now for the Lobos. So the Marauders showing a little speed defensively on that play, Jackie.
Well, they did indeed, as they were able to come up to it, but Herb Tiffany plays a lot bigger than his size. We talked about that last year.
3rd down and 6 now. Lobos, quarterback in the gun, running back on his left, man in motion from right to left. They're going to hand off, sweep it to the left-hand side. Riders have it sniffed out, and they'll hit him in the backfield. He's down for a loss. Good play by the defense. A loss of about 2 on the carry for Schneider, and now 4th down and 8 for the Lobos, and you'd imagine they're going to kick it away, even though they are at the Marauder 47-yard line.
Well, Alec Pfeiffer in on the tackle for the Mingus Marauders, and a nice stop for the Marauders. He only gave up the first down on the penalties here.
Yeah, you keep that yellow off the field. Marauder defense looking pretty good.
Well, Mingus football has always taught group tackling techniques.
4th down and 8 now. Lobos line up to go for it, and they may. Man in motion now from left to right. They'll fake the handoff. Quarterback rolling, throwing. He's got a man. The catch is made, and it's good for a first down. Over on the left-hand side, they were able to find a kid out of the backfield, it looks like that time. It was Trevor McCray, I believe. Oh, wait, maybe not. Maybe it was 22. Chandler Claridge with the reception.
I think, I think he was actually playing the quarterback position. I think Black caught it on the near side, number 16.
And it is a 1st and 10 at the Marauder 37-yard line. Number 16, Porter Black with the reception. Here's the snap, and they're going to hand off to 32, and he goes to the right-hand side of the line of scrimmage, and he'll have a yard or two, and not quite to the 35, so he's less than 2 yards, and it will bring up 2nd down and 9. Tyler Claridge is the quarterback, number 22. He was on that play.
Yeah, we were expecting Porter Black to be the starting quarterback.
And Black is lined up at the fullback position. 2 receivers left, 1 in motion now from a wing spot, and they'll hand off to Black. Up the middle, he's got a huge hole. Hit it around the 1st down marker and knocked down on initial contact. The spot looks like it's going to be good enough for a first down by maybe about a length of a football, and now they're saying everybody get out of the way, and they'll say first down. Well, the Lobos on the march now. They've picked up back-to-back first downs, actually 3 in a row, considering counting what the Marauders gave them on the penalty. And now they've got it just outside the red zone, 1st down and 10 from the Mingus 27. Breaking their huddle. Lobos back to the line of scrimmage, 1 back in the backfield. 1 receiver right, 1 left. Now in motion from left to right. Fake the handoff. Quarterback's going to keep it up the middle. Oh, he's chopped down at the line of scrimmage. He's got falling forward maybe a yard, maybe 2 actually with that spot. Man, what a hit. Chopped him off at the knees that time, JB. I'm not sure which one of the Marauders got in there and hit him, but man, that was a good blow.
Well, Orlando Machado from baseball fame.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, he came in low. Head first dive into 3rd.
He likes that low ball. We saw what he did with it in the playoff game last year, didn't we, JB?
We did indeed.
Took it deep to left center field for a bomb.
Back.
2nd down and 8 now for the Lobos. Man in motion. He's going to the right. Fake the pitch to the right. Rolling left. Look at the throws. Flush down the backfield. Caught by Galloway. He's going to be hit for a sack, and a flag comes in. I think the flag's going to be for holding on Galloway. He would not be denied. He said holding. There's no such thing as holding. I'll rip through that, and I'm going to get your man. And that's what he did. The flag comes in. You can see defensive coordinator Neil Dixon over on the sideline running to Coach Young. Decline that. That's on them. We'll take the big sack.
That'll be, let's see, 12 yards? Yeah. No, a good 10 yards. 10 yards, we'll see where they spot the ball.
Right, that guy should have never picked up the ball because the Marauders declined the penalty. Right. And now they have to mark it wherever the ball was, and he doesn't know.
Well, we have all these video cameras around here.
Yeah, that's not where it was. I think he missed that by about 5 yards.
Oh, my gosh, he certainly missed that by about 5 yards. That's where first contact came. Oh, my gosh.
Wow. Nonetheless, it will be 3rd down and about 17, maybe 18. And from the shotgun, man in motion left to right. Here's the snap, fake the handoff, and now looking to throw. He's going to throw. He's got a wall in front of him on a screen pass, left-hand side, and it'll be tackled well shy of a first down. Good job by the Marauder defense. They gave up a little, but not the whole thing. It will be 4th down, and 4th and about medium. Looks like they're going to mark him out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. They need to get down to about the 18. So 4th and, we'll call it 5 from here until they get everything marked officially. And the Lobos going for it on 4th down last time are going to line up to go for it again. This is what really kills you when you get a team to 4th down a couple times and they pick up the conversions. The Runners defense needs to come up with a play. Here's the snap. Quarterback rolling right, looking right, throwing to the end zone. It is caught shy of the end zone, but good for a first down.
Travis Cray, I believe, on the catch out there. See if I can check a number.
Up over the top of the Marauder defense to the 6-yard line. First down and goal. Lobos picking up a 4th and 6.
18 yards on the reception. He went up for it. We were told we got to watch for Travis Flake. He's a returner from last year, and he was a big part of it last year.
Here we go.
First down and goal. Lobos looking to score on their opening drive of the season. Quarterback's going to keep it and run to the right. Inside the 5, and the pile still churning. There's no whistles yet, and finally down at the 3-yard line. Second down and goal, Lobos. Only 2.5 minutes left here in this opening quarter, JB. The Lobos got the ball, and they've chewed up a bunch of real estate, and they've chewed up a bunch of clock here in this opening quarter. Now we've got a timeout. 2:20, no, it's still going. 2:23 left to go in the opening quarter of play. No score as of yet, but the Lobos have it. Second down and goal at the Marauder 3 when we come back after this Lobo timeout.
DIGITELL, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find DIGITELL, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, in Prescott Valley at the Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Back at Snowflake High School, and after the timeout, the Marauders defense heads back out onto the field. Awaiting the Lobo offense. It's second down and goal. Lobos at the Marauder 3-yard line.
Hey, don't forget to stay in touch with family with the latest devices from DIGITELL, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer.
Second down and goal. Here's a snap. Quarterback's going to keep it running left. He's in the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos. Looks like the right guard moved before the snap. There's no flag on the play. And the Lobos have the first score of the season on their opening drive. They take the ball. Oh, they take it 67 yards approximately for a touchdown and lead 6-0 as the extra point team comes into the game.
Well, the big thing was the number of 4th down conversions on that drive.
It'll kill you. Well, looks like they're going to go for 2. Awaiting the snap. Oh, they bounce the snap to the quarterback. He's going to throw, and it is broken up. Good play by the Marauder defense that time. Able to get around the man and get a hand on it and break it up. And that will be 6 points for the Lobos. And with 2:18 left to go in the opening quarter of play, the Marauders trail 6-0. Mingus getting the ball back when we return after this.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
We're We're back in Snowflake as night is falling upon us, JB. A beautiful evening up here in northern Arizona. 5,600 foot elevation. Nice and cool up here in the high country.
It is. We started game time somewhere around 75 degrees, but it's going to drop as Mr. Sunshine goes down.
Marauders set to return for the second time. The first time the Lobos kicked off, they went onside kick, and the Marauders recovered at their own 40. Let's see if they'll kick it deep this time. Black approaches the ball, and he will kick deep. And it is going to be taken by the Marauders at the 5, to the 15, to the 20, hit at the 22, and forward to the 25. First down and 10, Mingus from their own 25-yard line. Looked like the return man was Garrett Story that time, and he'll stay in the ball game and be a running back here for Mingus. They got the ball for the second time. Let's see if they can make the adjustments on their second drive and get a touchdown and tie this thing up.
Want to remind you, Taryn Walls and his expert team of physical therapists at Northern Arizona Rehab and Fitness enjoy helping people following surgery, injury, or just to enhance your sports performance.
First down and 10, Mingus. Upham set under center. Man in motion from right to left, and they're going to hand off, sweep it to the right side, and back up through the middle and strip it at the ball. The Lobos are trying to force a turnover. Can't get it loose. Tristan Clark with a run that time, and he's got about 3 yards, maybe a long 3, close to 4. And the Marauders are going to quickly head back to the line of scrimmage and see if they can get the Lobos on their heels with the hurry-up offense.
Tristan Clark, just a junior. We talked about the youth we're going to see on the field this year.
This is the thing about the Marauders' hurry-up offense. It's hurry up and get back to the line, and then stand there and look at your wristband. Here's a snap, and they'll pitch it to the right this time. It's to Clark again. He'll make the first man miss, and only to be able to dive forward for a yard.
Well, he had 2 men pursuing to the outside. Did a fantastic job, just been able to avoid one of them. However, we've got a penalty on the field. Chop block, huh? Ouch.
There is a flag on the play.
That should be a 15-yard variety.
Well, the Mingus Marauders have really hurt themselves with penalties here in this opening quarter of play, JB. Back-to-back encroachment calls on the Lobos' first drive. Their play wasn't even snapped, and the Marauders gave them 10 yards there in the first down, which helped propel their drive to the end zone.
Block on the Marauders.
It did indeed. Well, let's see. The penalties are now 45 against the Marauders and just 5 for the Lobos.
After the enforcement of the penalty, 10-yard penalty from the 20.
Oh, sorry, 10-yard penalty. I thought that was a 15-yarder.
They'll back it up to the 19-yard line, which means the Marauders will remain second down, but now they're second down and 16.
Well, holy cow, the Lobos have 9 men on the line of scrimmage against Mingus. Only 2 men back.
Upham takes the snap, drops back, throws a screen to the right-hand side, has a man to the 20, the 25, down the right sideline in front of the Lobo bench and knocked out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Ball carried that time.
Jason Groth gets his first reception of the year. Zach, I told you about this young sophomore that came in and started doing an excellent job for the Mingus Marauders, and Upham gets his first completion of the game. And that'll go for 14 yards, almost a first down.
Brings up third down and short now for the Marauders from the near hash mark, going from left to right across your radio dial. Mingus heading towards the scoreboard here at Snowflake, trailing 6-0. Upham takes a snap, handoff up the middle, and no, Upham faked the handoff up the middle, should have given it up. Instead, he kept it and took a hit for a loss back to the 30-yard line, where it is now 4th down and 4.5 for the Marauders as they head back to the line of scrimmage in a hurry, but they're just going to look to punt this ball away with Upham at quarterback. Here's the snap. Upham gets off the punt. It's a good punt. Will take a Marauder bounce. The return man slips and falls, and he will not be able to return. And the ball's down by Mingus at the Snowflake 21-yard line as the teams trade out.
So it's fair to say we're starting position for the Lobos this year. Well, Upham.
Let's see if the Marauder defense can keep him back there this time.
Upham, I'm not sure he read his read right on that one. In the keep and give, the run blitz was on. Zach, I don't know if you've noticed, but the Lobos defensively are putting 9 guys on the line of scrimmage against Mingus, 2 men back.
That's nothing new. That's the way defensive have played Mingus for the 23 years that we've been doing this, JB. Stack the box, make them beat you in the air. That's old footage. They went back to when we had that on VHS. Here's the snap, and they'll look to run. Lobos up the middle. Look to get outside. Said, you know what? There's more of a hole here inside. I might only get 4 yards, but at least I'm going to get those 4, and that's what he got. 2nd down and 6.
61 in on the tackle for the Marauders. That's Andre May, who was playing a defensive end position. That's where Ryan Nash was playing in the scrimmage. So it looks like May is going both ways here, at least for a little bit. Got some help out there by number 30, Alec Pfeiffer. We've called his name a couple of times.
Claridge, the quarterback, running the sideline to get the play. He's got a man split wide to the left-hand side. That's Trevor McCrae. We got to keep our eye on him. Here's a snap, low snap. He comes up with it, looking right now. He looks back to the left. Nothing to throw to, so he'll run up the middle, and he'll have a couple of yards. Not much room to run there that time for Claridge, but he'll have a positive gain, and that is the end of the opening quarter of play. 6-0, the Lobos with the ball. When we come back, it'll be 3rd down and 3. Snowflake on the move again. We'll be back after this.
DIGITELL, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find DIGITELL, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, in Prescott Valley at the Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Mingus football and Vinny's Pizza go together like cheese and pepperoni. Order from the sub or pasta menu, or take home a specialty hand-tossed Vinny's Pizza. Give in to the temptation of Vinny's famous garlic knots and wings. Dine in or delivery for Vinny's New York Chef Pizza. Easy to find in the Clemenceau building near 6th Street and the 89A bypass in Cottonwood.
And it's Snowflake High School to begin the 2nd quarter of play. The Lobos leading the Marauders 6-0. It's 3rd down and 3. Lobos with the ball at their own 27-yard line. Here's the snap. Hand off to the fullback coming through the middle. Marauders hit him at the line of scrimmage. That play's not going anywhere. Now, it'll bring up 4th down for the Lobos. 4th and shy. Oh, now flag. That might give them a first down.
Uh-oh.
That flag just came in.
I think Porter Black was running the ball, had nowhere to go. Good defense for the Mingus Marauders.
Well, now the referee pointed towards the Lobos, and they're backing up. That was something that was obviously said after the play, JB, and they're pointed towards the Lobos. So now this might make their decision a little easier. 4th down and a short 2 from their own 30. We've seen them go for it on 4th down each time. Now they'll be backed up 15 yards for the unsportsmanlike conduct. Make it 4th down and 17, we'll call it. And I would imagine the Lobos this deep in their own territory, only nursing a 6-point lead after missing the point after touchdown, will look to punt this ball away. So Marauder defense has held.
Well, I think Coach Bob Young agrees with you, as his safety is 60 yards back.
That's pretty safe.
We're in a prevent defense, right?
Yeah. If they score on this, boy, that guy's fired.
Right.
And here's the same thing in the Marauders. They hit their quarterback back there to punt, so you never know.
Oh, and we've got players that don't know where they're going.
And the Lobos will call their 2nd timeout.
Timeout, Lobos.
33 seconds into the 2nd quarter. Lobos have used 2 timeouts. They lead 6-0. Look to punt the ball away from their own 15-yard line. We'll be back with a Marauder punt return after this.
Since 1993, Rice Accounting has been assisting Verde Valley residents with their tax returns. A proud part of the National Jackson-Hewitt Tax Service, Rice Accounting can prepare all state and federal returns. They can file electronically or prepare paper returns. They're open year-round to assist you with personal and business taxes, quarterlies, payroll, and account services.
Please come on in to Rice Accounting Jackson-Hewitt Tax Service. We're open year-round for all of your taxing needs. Thank you.
Back at Snowflake High School, Lobos appear to be ready to punt this ball away, and they will after about a 15-step punt. High punt will take a lateral bounce and will end on the Marauders side of the field at the 48-yard line. First down and 10, Mingus from their own 48-yard line, trailing 6-0. Good field position for the second time for the Marauders. Let's see if they can capitalize on that and get some points on the board. JB, our fans at home will have their first chance to see the Mingus Marauders in action next Friday night as the Cactus Cobras come to town. That is always a smash mouth NFC North kind of football game.
Indeed. However, prior to that, they can view this game on Verde Valley TV, Cable 1 and Suddenlink Channel 2. Go to verdevalleytv.com for times.
Here's a snap. Up him, rolls right, up him, throw it down the middle. He's got a man. Tiffany at the 20, and he's tackled inside the 15, down at the 14-yard line. A big hitter on first down for the Mingus Marauders, picking up about 35, 40 yards on the play, and the Marauders are set up shop inside the red zone. First down and 10 at the Lobo 18-yard line.
Well, all of a sudden, Upham is now 2 for 3 here, and he has got 31 passing yards.
And had a big one called back on a holding penalty.
Yep, 37 yards on the reception out there.
First down and 10, Mingus, same formation. Twins on the right, wing back on the left in motion. Handoff is up the middle, and going left with it is Tiffany. They said, hey, you caught the ball pretty good. Here, let's try running up the middle with you one time.
Well, you know, in the timeout, went to the sideline, said, who wants the ball? And Tiffany was the loudest, right?
Well, yeah, there's no doubt. Who wants the ball? Tiffany steps up. That's a gain of 1. Second down and 9 here for the Marauders, who don't leave the line of scrimmage. They get their play signal from the sideline, look to their wrists, get the play, and head to the line of scrimmage. One back in the backfield, full back behind Upham, who is in under center. Upham is going to fake a handoff and run. There wasn't anything going on there. That's back to line of scrimmage, no gain, third down and 9 for the Marauders. Well, looked like a promising drive, and it stalled out here on a couple of run plays for nothing.
Well, David Thurman comes in and puts a helmet right in the back of the Mingus Marauder quarterback. There wasn't much to read there. I guarantee you he looked up and saw nothing but blue.
Yeah. Then he saw a bunch of green. Third down and 9. Tiffany goes emotional. Pitch it to Tiffany going right. Tiffany looking for a block, looking for the sideline. And he's still on his feet and knocked out of bounds. Where's he at? Looks like they're going to mark him shy of a first down. That second effort, he looked like he had the first down for sure and was near the goal line, but I think they're saying he stepped out before he made that second effort, and it is going to be fourth down from the 5. Fourth down and 2, Marauders from the 5-yard line on the Lobos. Marauders fans over on the far end of the field trying to get their team riled up here, trying to fire them up. Can you get 2? Can you get 5 and take the lead with an extra point? Here it is, fourth down play. Man in motion from right to left. They'll pitch to the left, it's open to the 5, and he's going to be tackled at about the 4 and short of a first down by a yard.
Clark got out there. Great defense by the Lobos. Everybody in the backfield came up on him, and he was able to get 1, but not 2.
Yep, Marauders turn it over on downs at the 4-yard line.
That'll be a turnover.
Now they've got to count on their defense coming up big and stopping the Lobos deep in their territory. Mingus down 6-0, 9:30 left to go in the opening half of play. The Lobos with the ball and the lead here on opening night in Snowflake.
Well, if you just joined us, the Lobos on a drive converting 2 fourth downs, able to score with a 3-yard plunge from their quarterback.
Here's a snap, and it's fumbled at the goal line. And it looks like the Lobos have fallen on it, and it will be second down, but they'll lose a couple of yards. The ball back to about the 1, maybe the 2, depending on the spot. They're going to mark it at the 2.
Loss of 2 on the play. They'll bring up second and 12.
Well, this is what happens when you get your back up against the end zone like that.
They've only got 1 timeout left as well. Running the play in from the sideline that time is Porter Black. Now that's a player that we need to keep our eye on, JB. Now on second down and 13 from their own 2-yard line. Marauders defense showing pressure. Here's a snap. Everything swinging to the left and out into the open now. An open field tackle again by a Mingus Marauder linebacker saves a huge gain that time. That's number 30, Alex Pfeiffer, that got in there to make the play for the Mingus Marauders and held what could have been a first down and a big gainer to a gain of about 7 and brings up 3rd down and 6 here for the Lobos.
Well, that was student body right, wasn't it? Or student body left. It looked like every offensive lineman pulled, not just a guard or two.
Yeah, it was everybody flushing the left-hand side, no doubt about that. Twins on the left now. One on the right, wing working the right, man in motion from left to right, and they fake the handoff, throw it over the middle, he's got him, man! First down reception made out near the 30-yard line. Catch made that time by 81, Travis Flake. Big reception, first down out at the, where are they going to mark him? Looks like the 29-yard line.
21 yards, and it's his second big reception. He already picked up a 4th down conversion reception. Now he has 2 for 39 yards on the game so far.
First down and 10 Lobos. They were all the way back at their own 2-yard line, and now they got a 1st and 10 at their 29.
Well, last year he had 2 receptions. Flake did for 24 yards.
Working the left hash mark now. Switching out formations. Flake moves over to the slot on the right. Man in motion from right to left. Here's a snap. They'll hand off in the backfield, right up the middle. Hit at the line, breaking tackles, and now dragged down after a gain of about 5 out to the 34-yard line. Good gain on first, makes it 2nd down and manageable. Might have even been a gain of 6. Looks like it's second and 4 now.
I think that was McCray up the middle.
Boy, that big hitter to Flake really turned the momentum here in this game. The Marauders thought they had him pinned deep. Now Snowflake's thinking about taking a 2-score lead. Here's the snap. Looking left, looking right, throwing right. Man wide open on the right. Hit as he makes the reception, but not before a first down. Out to the 45-yard line, a gain of 10 and a first down for the Lobos.
Well, that was Trevor McCray again. He was just standing out there in the middle of the zone defense and just found just a little bit of a slot. And good protection by that by this Lobos line. Give his quarterback almost 4.5 seconds to find a receiver downfield.
The Marauders are getting no pressure in the backfield. Quarterback's got all kinds of time to look left, look right, look down the field, check and see what's for lunch tomorrow, and throw the ball. Marauders offsides. It's going to be Isaac Romero came across before the snap, and that'll be 5 more yards for the Lobos. They get first down and 5 from midfield.
Once again, I think that was a lining up in the neutral zone.
For sure. That's exactly what it was. Came running up from a linebacker position and lined up with his left foot right over the ball.
Well, Romero, sophomore, 6 foot, 175 pounds. By the way, got a chance to watch him run the ball, too. Another talented young Mingus Marauder on the rise.
Isaac, spelled A-I-Z-I-K. Isaac Romero. First down and 5. Here's the snap, and they're going to run the reverse. Coming to the right-hand side. Runners one man out there. He'll make contact, but lose the tackle. And still on his feet and rumbling down the sideline. Mingus will finally drag him out of bounds. Not before a huge run. It's Trevor McCray picking up big chunks of real estate, running over Marauder after Marauder on his way down the right sideline. And Mingus finally knocks him out of bounds at the Marauder 31. First down and 10. Snowflake on the move once again, now approaching the Marauder red zone.
Well, great job getting around the corner, and I'll tell you this now, great job by the Mingus Marauder defensive back, being held, even getting a chance to get a hand on him, trying to get around the corner. No call, of course, on the holding, and it goes for 19 yards the other way.
We're almost at halftime. 6:09 left, opening half of play. 6-0 Lobos with the ball and the lead, driving first and 10 at the Marauder 31. And a quarterback from the gun, looking left, throwing over the middle to a wide open guy. The Marauders have a lot of holes in this zone here, JB, because Snowflake's just running to where they're not, catching the ball and picking up chunk after chunk. That's a gain of 8, brings up second down and 2 at the Marauder 23.
Well, he just went right along the hash marks there, just found that little slant. Planned play there, and Trevor McCray with his second reception, this one for 9.
Second down and 8. Lobos with their blue jerseys, white helmets, break their huddle and head to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback working from the gun. Two backs on the right, one on the left. Here's a snap in. He'll hand off to the guy on the left coming to the right, and he'll jump across the line of scrimmage. He's got a first down inside the 20 and tackled at the 18-yard line. A gain of nearly 5 on the play. First down and 10 Lobos inside the Marauder red zone, setting up shop at the Mingus 18-yard line.
Well, McCray gets the run again. Last year he had 8 carries for 81 yards against Mingus.
Pretty good average.
Yeah, no, great average.
That was a great play by the Marauders, helping half his average.
Yeah, right now he's got 5 carries for 37.
No, getting close. Here's the snap, and they'll fake the handoff, going to the left-hand side, man wide open, touchdown Lobos! Blown coverage by Mingus. Man, that stunk. And the touchdown was caught by Porter Black. He was wide open by 5 yards or more in the left-hand side of the end zone, and the Lobos have doubled their lead, 12-0, and they will look to attempt the extra point, which I imagine they're going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Most likely. That was just a breakdown in coverage with the zone. Somebody gave up on the receiver, and somebody didn't pick it up as he moved from the inside hash to the outside, heading back toward the corner. And defensive back cornerback on that side just did not get back to him.
2-point conversion attempt here. Oh, we got people moving all over the place. Flags come flying from everywhere. Number 72 comes flying across the line there from his right tackle position, and Alex Solomon is going to cost his team 5 yards here on the extra point, 2-point conversion attempt.
Wonder if that'll change their mind.
Looks like it. They're bringing out old number 11 with a little black thing in his hand, JB. You know what that is?
The black thing?
Yep, that's the kicking tee.
Oh, not a wallet?
Oh, maybe it's a wallet. I know that's what we're doing on the Lobos team. If we need kicking tee, apparently we're going to have to use my wallet. If they need something real thin.
Right, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Something that sits into the grass real well.
Fits in the grass real easy, nice and thin. Here's the extra point attempt, and looks like somebody got a hand on it. It was a flubber nonetheless, and no good. I'm not sure it even made it to the uprights, and the extra point attempt's no good. So with 4:59 left to go in the opening half, Marauders have watched the Lobos march up and down the field, but they're only down 12. Still 5 minutes left. Touchdown, be right back in this thing, JB. Let's take a break. We'll be back with Marauder kick return after this.
Mingus football and Vinny's Pizza go together like cheese and pepperoni. Order from the sub or pasta menu, or take home a specialty hand-tossed Vinny's Pizza. Give in to the temptation of Vinny's famous garlic knots and wings. Dine in or delivery for Vinny's New York Chef Pizza. Easy to find in the Clemenceau building near 6th Street and the 89A bypass in Cottonwood.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Back at Snowflake High School, the Lobos have an early 12-0 lead, 2 touchdowns, no point after, and the Marauders are looking to get the ball back and get on the board here with just under 5 minutes left to go in the opening half. A line drive kick, a ground ball taken by Tiffany at the 20. Tiffany up the middle of the field trying to get to the outside, and it'll be caught and tackled shy of the 30-yard line. He got to about the 29, and the Marauders will take over 1st and 10 from their own 29.
Well, so far the only chink in the armor that I've seen for Snowflake has probably been the kicking game is not exceptionally strong. Other than that, they have done very well up and down the field, offensively, defensively. Mingus so far able to muster 74 yards, and 51 of those in the air.
Hey, 74 yards here, we're on the board.
We'll take it. Just got to double our output, huh?
Yep. Easy to do, easy to do. There's enough room to do it. Upham awaiting the snap from the near hash mark, and they're going to run up the middle. And, well, the clock's running. Oh, he got a yard. 2nd down and 9. Oh, hey, keeps going. Gain of 2.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3. Maybe even 3 here. Come on, another half step and give him 3.
We'll give him 3.
Yeah, sure, he gets 3 from us.
Well, Jason Groth, the sophomore on the on the run.
Yeah, another, like we said, we're going to hear a lot of underclassmen this year, JB, which, first game of the season, but I can hear us at the end of the year right now. A lot of underclassmen played this year.
Yes.
Here's the snap. Upham, pumps, Upham, tucks, Upham, down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by number 78.
That'll bring up third down. And about 7 is what it is, maybe a little longer.
Garrison,
if you gave him 2.5 or 3.
Garrison touchdown
Touchdown.
Touchstone on the tackle. 6'4", 226. I wonder if he's got any movie background.
Yeah. Well, I know we've got a young man here named Travis Flake, and this just happens to be that area, JB.
It does.
Here's a snap, and Upham's going to look to run. On the right side, Upham's got a hole to the 40, trying to get to the sideline, cross midfield, the 45 to the 40. Upham still almost marching down at about the 32. Depending on where they're going to mark, it looks like they're going to say he stepped out the 34-yard line of the Lobos. So, young Jordan Upham takes a ball, and what looked like it may have been a designed run, either that or it was a terribly broken play, and Upham made something happen out of it, picked up a big first down for the Marauders, and has them looking to get into the end zone.
Well, I'm going to say that it was actually a design play. 4 steps back, turn around, spin step, and then the speed in the open field.
Yeah, then, 72's chasing me.
Yeah, that makes anybody go fast.
Go fast then. And Upham, look at the throw, going downtown, right-hand side, and nobody home.
Oop, that was an in as opposed to an out.
Well, we got a Marauder getting up a little limpy. Never want to see that. And it's 44, Tristan Clark, gimping around in the backfield. And Coach Young must have seen it. And he's calling him out of the ball game, replacing him with Garrett Story. Second down at 10 now for the Marauders. Again on the Snowflake side of the field. It's not like the Marauders haven't been in this area and haven't been close. They were inside the 5 once. They just haven't been able to get in the end zone. Snowflake calls their last timeout. 3.5 minutes left to go here in the opening half of play. The Marauders down 12-0. Second down and 10 from the Snowflake 34-yard line. And we'll keep it right here as the Marauders head to the sideline for their play.
Well, you know why they called timeout. They brought in Levi Collins.
Oh, battering ram.
Yep, brought in the battering ram, and the Snowflake coaching staff went, oh, timeout, hang on, we got to talk about this kid.
Yeah, and surprisingly, are you really that worried about one kid coming into the ball game for the first time on second down and 10 with 3 minutes left to go here? I guess so. What if he comes in and scores a touchdown? So they want to talk about Levi a little bit. Collins, coming into this season, was expected to be the workhorse for the Marauders offensively.
Yep, and defensively as well. They had over 100 tackles, I believe, last year for the Mingus Marauders. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and look that one up. And
it's like a Paul Puslesny or Sean Lee. One of those great tackling machines, Navarro Bowman, one of those great tackling machines out of Penn State.
There you go. 81 tackles, but it sure felt like over 100.
Well, it did to the guys he was tackling.
It did. Well, it did to us because it was Collins in on a tackle. Collins in on a tackle. And we got to the point where we were through the first quarter of last season and we already knew his number down,
I'll tell you what, spend 5 minutes with Levi Collins. If you didn't smile, you don't have a sense of humor. Plain and simple. Second down and 10. Awaiting the snap, and a pitch coming to the left-hand side of Tiffany, looking for a block. He got it, but the man was able to shed that block and make the play after a gain of about 9. Hold on to that block for just a second longer, and Tiffany might have been able to break that one for a big gain down the left sideline. As it is, it's third down and 1.
Well, great run out there by Tiffany, and third and manageable is good. And the more the Lobos put in the box, the more the Mingus Marauders are going to the outside.
Isn't Jeff Flake the House representative now, the Speaker of the House now?
Might be.
We are up here in some prestigious territory, JB.
Aha.
Awaiting the snap on 3rd and 1. Up the middle, and it's the battering ram for 3.
That's what I mean.
No, it wasn't the battering ram either. It was the mini battering ram. Number 2, Jason Grove, the sophomore, 5'10", 170. He's a couple rocks in his pocket to become a battering ram, but he looked like it. He ran hard and strong.
Yep. Not sure he ever brought his head up. Expected contact immediately.
There's big old 34, JB. There's your buddy in there right now. Looking at the thing, looking at his wrist. Yep, it's to me. First and 10 from the Lobo 23-yard line. 2.5 minutes left in the opening half. Marauders trail by 12. Here's the snap. Upham steps back. Upham rolls. Upham in trouble. He's got to tuck and run. That's 20 to 15 and hit from behind and forced out of bounds, which will stop the clock. That's good news for Mingus, really. Shy of a first down, however. Looks like they're going to mark him, wow, all the way back at the 14-yard line. And from the 14-yard line, he'll be about 2 yards short of a first down. So a gain of 8 on first. That's good news. Clock is stopped with 2:20, so the Runners not in any hurry here. As a matter of fact, Mingus would probably like to see that clock running a little bit to ensure that Snowflake doesn't have any time to make something happen right before the half.
And just to remind our listeners, Snowflake has used all their timeouts this half.
Yeah. Second down and 2. Here's a snap. Upham fakes the handoff. Now he hands off the second man through. It's Tiffany at the 5. He stood up and down at the 4. First down and goal, Marauders. And what a slick handoff that time by Jordan Upham. He faked it to the first man through, tucked it in his back pocket, and as he was going by, just kind of slipped it out real smooth like with his left hand to Tiffany in a full sprint that took it inside the 5.
You got to watch your watch around that kid.
No kidding. I'm talking about putting my wallet out there. Like I said, it's thin. Come on.
No, that was an absolute great play. Good drive by Tiffany. Kept the legs going. And Mingus looking to get on the board here for the first time.
And we've got a flag coming from the back judge at the very back of the end zone, and they're calling it against Mingus.
Huh.
Not sure for what here.
We weren't holding yet.
No, that was the, oh man, they're inside the 5 on first and goal. Back them up.
But it was against the Marauders. That'll back them up.
Even the announcer here doesn't
nobody
know.
knows what it was.
I don't know what that call was, but it'll be against the Marauders.
That was the mystery. Uh-oh, they're going to score flag. First and goal from the 10 now. Here's the snap and a wide pitch going right. One block and Tiffany makes a block, but the guy gets free. Oh, bringing the tackle into the end zone. Touchdown, Marauders! Big run that time by Tristan Clark. Herb Tiffany gave him a block. Clark had to break a tackle and dive into the right corner of the end zone. And the Marauders are on the board, cutting the lead in half. 12-6. JB, I think that the Mingus Marauders are not going to go for the traditional extra point here. I think Mingus is going to say, Snowflake's going for 2. We're going to go for 2. Timeout on the field here as our fans at home get a chance to watch our replay here. You can see Tiffany out there trying to get the block. His man got free and actually made the contact, but Clark was able to break the tackle and dive to the end zone to get the Marauders on the board. Now, here's what we were talking about after that last play, was that we think the Marauders would have liked to see the clock running a little bit so that they don't give Snowflake any time here at the end of the half. As it stands, the Lobos will have at least a minute and 25 seconds after the Marauders kick the ball off to them to do something with their offense as well, and we've seen them be able to throw it down the field.
We certainly have. Right now, I'm just happy to see Mingus a nice, wonderful, 62-yard drive, 72-yard drive to get in the end zone with about 3 minutes off the clock. Mingus moved the ball well in that drive. That's what impresses me.
What impresses me is our schedule maker having the foresight to know that you schedule Snowflake in August and you schedule Kingman in October. Here's a snap on the extra point play. Marauders up the middle and just shy of the goal line. And the 2-point conversion is no good. It was Levi Collins with the carry. He got to the 1, but that wasn't enough. The Marauders cut the lead in half, 12-6 with a minute and a half left to go. We'll be back with Marauder kickoff coming up after this.
Taylor Waste has been voted the #1 residential garbage service 11 years in a row in Cottonwood and 7 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
back at Snowflake High School, and the Marauders are on the board, trailing now 12-6. Here's the kickoff. It's high to the left-hand side for the return team, taking it at the 4. Back to the hash mark, back to the outside, jumping over Marauders, hidden down at about the 25-yard line. And the return that time was by number 84, Drew Schneider. We called his name a little bit earlier. I think he had a reception or two earlier, JB. And Schneider with a good return. He returned it about 21 yards or so. And it took 7 seconds off the clock. So 1, 2, 3 left to go in the opening half of play. Quarter 2 and half 1. And the Snowflake Lobos have it back with 83 seconds left to play in the half. Here's the snap. Looking to throw, looking right, looking left. Nowhere to go, and no pressure. Finally, the Marauders catch up to him in the backfield. It'll break free and down the middle. He'll go for about 3 before finally being tackled. Well, the Marauder defensive secondary doing a decent job on that one. He looked right, nowhere. He looked left, nowhere. He looked back, right, nowhere. Went to tuck and run. A couple of guys got a hand on him in the backfield, but strong enough to break free and pick up a couple yards. Now, here's where burning all 3 timeouts hurt Snowflake. Time clicking away here, down to 50 seconds left, and they're running the play in from the sideline.
Well, yeah, those 3 yards were extremely costly. They needed to get the ball downfield in a hurry.
It would have been better spiking it. Look at all the time he's wasted.
Yep.
Down to 40 seconds. Awaiting the snap. Here it is. And a handoff. Sweeping to the left. Marauders sniff it out. Nowhere to run. And they'll tackle him at the 30. A gain of about 2. But again, inbounds. And the clock running. And Snowflake is going to have a hard time getting another snap off here before about 15 seconds, 10 seconds here left in the half as they're back in a huddle looking at their wristbands. Clock down to 15 seconds. It is 3rd down and 5 now. Clock down to 10 seconds. This may be the last play of the half. Here's the snap. Rolling left. Looking over the middle. He's got a man. Catch is made in the middle of the field. The Marauders will catch up to him and tackle him. And that's the end of the half. A gain of, about 14 yards on the play out to the 44-yard line, but that's going to be the end of the half. And going into halftime, the Snowflake Lobos have the lead 12-6 over the Mingus Marauders. We'll take our halftime report coming up here, brought to you by the Cottonwood Park and Rec Center. The Cottonwood Rec Center, so we'd like to thank them for sponsoring halftime. The teams are heading off the field 12-6. Lobos will have the ball to start the second half, leading the Marauders by 6. We'll be back to Snowflake High School for the Cottonwood Rec Center halftime report coming up after this.
Get caught buzz driving, and you could do some hard time.
Craig, knock it off.
Sorry, Mom. It could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. And that could set you back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
DIGITELL, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find DIGITELL, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, in Prescott Valley at the Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall and the shops at Prescott Gateway. The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market. Remember, please shop local first.
Go Marauders!
Taylor Waste has been voted the #1 residential garbage service 11 years in a row in Cottonwood and 7 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
Welcome to the Halftime Report, brought to you by the Cottonwood Recreation Center. In just a moment, we'll have a recap of the first half, including Marauder highlights, scores, and stats, plus an update on what's new and coming up at the Cottonwood Recreation Center. Let's head back live to the press box. Here's Zach Calandra.
Back at Snowflake High School here at the half, it is the Lobos 12, the Mingus Marauders 6. Mingus got on the board here at the end of the half. They scored last, and we'll see if they can score last again. Hopefully that'll be the one that does it. Neither team able to get an extra point or a 2-point conversion. 3 touchdowns, 3 2-point conversion attempts, no extra points, JB. So the score stands here 12-6 here at halftime.
Well, almost sounds like a first quarter basketball score, huh? 12-6. We've seen some of that.
High school.
Okay.
High school.
There we go. There we go. Scoring plays. Well, as you made mention, the Lobos from Snowflake, the home squad, did score first. And what was key on this particular drive was the fourth down conversions. 2 of them. And Mingus actually helped with a penalty first down as well. It ended up with a 3-yard plunge by the quarterback, Tyler McClaridge. And he would score the first points of the game. However, the 2-point conversion would fail. And that was with 2:18 left to go in the first quarter. Second quarter scoring, 4:59, just under 5 minutes left to go. An 18-yard pass. Claridge finds Porter Black in the back of the end zone. Little breakdown in coverage, and that they went up 2 scores at that point, and he was wide open as Mingus unable to follow him toward the corner of the end zone. The 2-point conversion, well, actually they blew that on the penalty, so they turned around and tried to kick it. I think it was partially blocked. Might have been Machado that got in and got a hand on it, number 22. Hard to say. We had a couple of Marauders in the backfield at that point.
Those Machados, they make plays, don't they?
They do indeed, and hit home runs. And Mingus able to get back on the board. Now, this was an impressive drive with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Mingus brings it down to $130 and then finishes up with Tristan Clark going to the right-hand side. Great lead block on the outside by Herb Tiffany. And then Tristan, just out of pure will, stopped at about the 3-yard line, yanks his foot out of that big old bear trap up here at Snowflake and able to kind of lean his way into the end zone to put Mingus up on the board. And then the 2-point conversion by Mingus. Levi Collins fell inches short, and so here we are at halftime, a score of 12-6.
I think Mingus has to feel pretty happy, feel pretty good about where they are. They were inside the 5-yard line once and didn't come away with points. And now they scored a touchdown. They're right in this ball game. It's going to be imperative to come out, kick the ball off in the second half, and stop the Lobos. Don't let them score to keep that momentum building for the Marauders. Not many possessions in this first half, JB. Both teams had the ball 3 times, I think. So not many possessions. So scoring each possession is going to become crucial, I think, in the second half for the Marauders.
Well, the score was a lot higher last year as Snowflake coming down to Mingus ended up a 2-touchdown winner over the Marauders. And Mingus coming back here, what I thought was important, when Mingus was inside the 5 and gave up the ball and missed it on a 4th down conversion, the Lobos able to drive 96 yards the other way with that touchdown to Black, the passing touchdown in the second quarter. Then Mingus not giving up. Not giving up on the road, going down by 2 scores, coming back the other way to get themselves on the scoreboard. I think that was huge.
It was big. It was big. And the Marauders, just the confidence. Okay, they got 12. They didn't get any extra points. We're still in this thing. The Marauders went back down, got their own points. Didn't get any extra points, but they're still in this thing.
Absolutely.
All right, fans. Hey, Jack, I didn't get the memo. Right. Nobody told me we were skipping the regular season, going right to the playoffs.
Right.
with us, we've got 5 radio stations and 3 television stations covering this game tonight.
Right.
Crazy atmosphere. Good game for opening night. Fans, we'll be back with more of the Cottonwood Rec Center halftime report from Snowflake. The Lobos lead the Marauders 12-0 at the half. We'll be back after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
You'll get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. It starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at reesestire.com.
It's the dawn of a new era in healthcare here in the Verde Valley. Spectrum Healthcare introduces whole person care for the mind, for the body, for all of you. With the opening of our new integrated care facility at 651 West Mingus Avenue in Cottonwood, Spectrum Healthcare now offers primary care, behavioral health, and pharmacy, all in one location. For primary medical care, for help with mental health and substance use disorders, for whole person health care, call Spectrum Healthcare, 634-2236.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
Your local Cottonwood Taco Bell has what you're craving for just $1. Shredded chicken mini quesadillas, spicy potato soft taco, spicy tostada, just a part of the new Dollar Cravings menu at your Cottonwood Taco Bell. Convenient hours, drive-thru, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell on Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Back in Snowflake, the Snowflake band, JB, doing a great job here tonight. Snowflake band sounded great in our pregame when they did the national anthem. They sound good here at halftime. Doing a nice job out there, so congratulations to their director. He's really put together a quality program. Speaking of music, time to get out your spurs and your boots because Rhythm and Ribs is going country. Got country bands coming in for Rhythm and Ribs Festival coming up here, JB, and told me earlier, the number 8 song in the whole country is going to be here in Cottonwood. You can't beat that.
That'll be Sam Hunt, and it's going to be tough for our Mingus Marauder fans out here because it is Friday and Saturday, September 5th and 6th. They have got the Kansas City Rib Fest. I mean, there is going to be some serious barbecue out at the Cottonwood Kids Park. Gates open at 4:30, and of course the Kids Park right in front of the Verde Valley Fairgrounds. Mm-hmm. Gates open at 4:30, and then we've got 2 acts on Friday night, Rising Star Austin Webb. Absolutely fantastic. Sam Hunt, number 8 country song on the Billboard chart, Leave the Night On, and he's going to be performing that one. That'll be Friday night. That'll go up against a home Mingus game.
Performing that one.
Yeah.
You would hope.
Well, yeah, he better be. That's what's got him where he is. I mean, they were talking about bringing in Sam Hunt when he started, and that song was like 98. It has risen all the way to 8 in the last couple of months. Saturday, we got some great talent out there for you. Brad Miller's going to be out with all sorts of games with KVRD Country 105.7. We're going to have
better talent than that.
Oh, no kidding. But how about this? Singer-songwriter Logan Brill will be out there. Beautiful voice on this young lady. North Carolina's Brenton Blunt will be out there. We'll also have some local artists thrown in. And then Christian Bush of Sugarland will close it out for Saturday night at Rhythm and Ribs, the 2014 edition. It's going to be fantastic. Once again, September 5th and 6th, right at the Kids Park in front of the Verde Valley Fairgrounds.
I love Sugarland. Right between Hershey Park and Wonka. Great place.
I thought, okay, I was thinking of a different board game, but that's all right. Very good. So it should be an awful lot of fun. Let's take a look at some of the stats here real quickly. For the home of Snowflake Lobos out here tonight, they were able to put up 164 yards of total offense, 96 passing yards, 68 on the ground. Here's what's interesting. Claridge, though, 8 for 8.
Wow.
He's been sacked once, 58 yards, and 1 touchdown in the air. McCray on the ground. Efficient. We've held him down to 6 carries and 39 yards. And Porter Black has not been as detrimental against the Marauders as we have expected so far.
He's been pretty good.
Oh, don't get me wrong. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns.
Touchdown.
Yep, he does indeed. Now the Mingus Marauders here, 150 yards of total offense here in the first half, pretty even. Unfortunately, the difference is 6 points on the board. Most of that offense right now has been in the hands of Upham.
Yes, well, almost all of it.
He's got 51 passing yards in the first half. He's got 9 carries and 47 rushing yards for the Marauders here in the first half. However, Tristan Clark has the touchdown for the Mingus Marauders on the 10-yard sweep to the right-hand side. But so far, 150 yards of offense, and it did not start particularly well. Mingus has picked up a little bit of volume.
Yeah, Mingus is down by 6.
Yep.
Their first drive, they had, I think it was 3rd down or 4th down and long, and they threw a quick hit to the tight end, Trevor Galloway, who had about a 30-yard or more reception that was down near the red zone, called back on a holding penalty, kind of stalled that drive. Second drive, they had the ball inside the 5-yard line of the Lobos, give it up on downs inside the 5, give it back to them. Ironically, they take it 96 yards for a touchdown. But the Marauders have got to feel pretty good that we had the one to Galloway. If we didn't have the holding, maybe we were set up then. We had the ball inside the 5. We just didn't punch it in. Then we got it in. Let's stop them. We're right in this thing. Let's not lose our confidence. Let's not lose our momentum. Let's keep playing our game. Stop them on their opening drive. Come back and score a touchdown. Then let's see where things go from there.
Well, the second half's up in the air.
Man, I like just writing it up like that, isn't it?
Oh, I love it.
That's how we're going to do it tomorrow. Perfect. We're going to go over to Chino Valley. We're going to score first. We're going to score second. And it's going to be great. Hey, football starting in the Verde Valley. 8 a.m. tomorrow at CMS. You can go watch Jackie Bessler's Cottonwood Panthers in action. Then there's football all day long. I believe the last game tomorrow at CMS is at 4 o'clock. So there's football all day long at CMS. Come on out and check it out. All right, fans, let's take a quick break right here. This has been the Halftime Report brought to you by the Cottonwood Rec Center. We'd like to thank them for being fantastic sponsors here of Mingus Marauders Sports here on KYBC. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back to Snowflake High School for the second half. Coming up, Lobos 12, Marauders 6. We'll be back after this.
Pond Palace offers a wide selection of jewelry, electronics, musical instruments, firearms, and much more. And if you need money for that unforeseen financial burden, Tanner, Natalie, or Rob can get you a loan using your valuable items and collectibles. Scrap gold, silver, jewelry, guns, and electronics are all accepted. Visit Pond Palace on Calvary Way at 89A in the Dome Building, open 6 days a week, and online at pondpalaceaz.com.
Two things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
This has been the Halftime Report, brought to you by the Cottonwood Recreation Center, enhancing health, fitness, sportsmanship, and relationships for all ages and abilities. Snag those snacks quick, because half number 2 is almost here. We'll meet you back on the air as exciting Mingus Marauder football will return right after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Back at Snowflake High School, and fans watching on television, you see the Marauders over on their sideline there getting ready for the second half. Our freshman team beat Snowflake on Wednesday by a final 44-14. The Snowflake JV squad returned the favor last night at Mingus High School. A win by Snowflake 38-14. Some other things we want to remind you about coming up this week. It's time to get out your Marauder clubs and go Badger bashing next week, it looks like. Going over to Prescott. Girls volleyball at Prescott on the 2nd, and the golf team at Prescott as well, JB, next week on the 2nd. So some Yavapai County battles going on in other sports, volleyball and golf, both at Prescott next week on the 2nd.
Well, here the Snowflake Lobos made it to the second round of Division IV playoffs last year and departed in the second round. Had a fantastic year. They bring back an awful lot of players and stars, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. Here's what Mingus did last year. Mingus 5-5, not making playoffs, missing playoffs for the first time in quite some time. Unfortunately, started the season 0-3. Ouch. Oh. And that did not work well. Oh. However, there is a silver lining around this cloud as the Mingus Marauders ended the season 4-0, outscoring their opponents by a score of 158-29, and that finished with probably the biggest win of last season, Zach, over Prescott at home, 27-3. The Badgers were a shoo-in to make playoffs, and Mingus dropped them all the way from 12th to out of the playoffs altogether.
Well, I'm looking at that schedule right now, JB, and I'm seeing a couple teams that are getting a little payback this year. Namely those Bradshaw Mountain Bears and those Flagstaff Eagles.
Well, taking a look at the predictions, according to the infamous paper, they're predicting the Bradshaw Bears to be number 1 in our division. The Prescott Badgers number 2, and Mingus is listed as the dark horse.
Well, we'd rather be a dark horse than no horse.
Well, that's perfectly fine. Right now, Mingus holding their own against the Snowflake Lobos, who has been this has been a perennial playoff team. White Mountain football. Mingus still looking for their first win.
Now, where did you say you saw that, in the Fire Starter?
The Fire Starter.
All right, well, the Marauders will kick off to start the second half of play. And here's the kick. It's high and deep and angled towards the left-hand side of the return team, and fumbled at the 5. Picked up at the 5. Now trying to bring it out to the middle of the field. Here come the Marauders. Now cut back to the middle. Flags go flying everywhere, and the return is brought down at the 13-yard line. But we're going to have holding, and it's going to go back inside the 10.
I believe it was on Lane Penrod, if it was thrown in the appropriate direction, as he had a whole fist of jersey out there on Cordell McKeever.
Hey, I'll tell you what. We've seen the Marauders kick off twice, and that's it on the season. The Mingus Marauder kick coverage team is very fast, and they get to the ball.
Well, especially when you've got your center getting down there to make a tackle.
The strongest man on your team? How about that? You're the return guy, and you're getting blasted by the other team's center.
Right.
Who's the first man down the field.
Not too bad. I don't think he was quite the first, but he was definitely he had backside containment.
Hey, he's the first. Jimmy.
Okay, I got it. All right. He was most definitely the first. We have the video to prove
it. Yes, we do. Cordell McKeever was shot out of the Marauder cannon down the field and made the play. First down at 10, and Lobos are going to try to run to the right, and makes the first man miss. A group of about 5 Marauders in on the tackle, and then a flag comes flying into the pile. And they're going to have a face mask on Mingus on the tackle. And, well, the Lobos started deep in their own territory out around their 7. Now after the Marauder penalty, they're going to have the ball out around the Marauder 25 or so, 27. A gain of about 20 when they add the face mask penalty onto the run.
Well, we'll see if it's the 5-yard variety. Nope.
I'm pretty sure they've done away with the 5-yard variety.
Oh. I like the accidental, I didn't mean to, but I did anyways.
It couldn't have started any better. You kick it off, you keep them, pin them at the 13, they get a holding penalty, you put them back around the 7, and then you get a face mask penalty, and now it's 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. awaiting the snap. Here it is. Fake the handoff. Give it to the second man through. No. Yes, he did give it to the second guy. I thought maybe the quarterback kept it again, but he was just running in behind the pile to push it forward. And a gain of about 6 or 7. Looks like they're going to give him 6 on first down run. Second down and 4. So what looked like a promising start to the second half for the Marauders is now quickly turning into a good start for the Lobos as they're moving the ball out near midfield.
That's kind of odd when your quarterback runs to push the pile. However, we've seen a flying V.
We saw the flying V. Going down the Buckeye.
Yep.
Here's a snap and a handoff, sweeping the left-hand side. Now Marauders defense strings it out. Good speed on the defense. And they pursue sideline to sideline as well as any Marauder team that we've seen so far. And a big play made that time by Mingus. And they string him up and no gain as it looks like it's Ryan Nash that makes the play.
Well, Drew Snyder ran the ball. I think Ryan is on our Northern Arizona rehab injury report.
May have been 87, I think, Jordan Prouty that made that play.
That could be, playing defensive back.
Third down and about 4. No gain on the play, and the quarterback will take the snap, fake a handoff. Now throw down the middle of the field, and it's broken up by the Marauders. Good play, Herb Tiffany. Sticking his nose in there and ripping the ball out of the hands of the intended receiver that time, which was 81 Travis Flake, and it falls incomplete. Now fourth down for the Lobos. They've got it at their own 32-yard line. It's 4th and about 4 here, and we have seen the Lobos go for it every time except for once, and that was after a penalty made it 4th and like 17.
That is the first incomplete pass by Claridge, the quarterback for the Lobos.
And only because of the play by Tiffany to get in there and tip it away. Otherwise, that was right in the breadbasket. Up, flag on the play, and if it's on Mingus, it's going to be an automatic first down. And Snowflake is going to back up.
Oof.
Yeah, it was 4th and 4. It would have been a first down if it was encroachment on the defense. They're calling false start on the offense, and it looked like he may have said something to the center. The center may have moved the ball before he snapped it to insinuate a snap, and they back him up 5 yards.
From the 27-yard line, quarter black.
Now the Marauders make a substitution, bringing Cordell McKeever out of the ball game, and he'll be replaced by Charles Hardy at that nose position. Here's a snap, good snap, the punt is off, and it is a sideline angled punt that goes out of bounds right on the 35-yard line, and that's where the Marauders will take over their first possession of the second half. Hey, so far so good. It could have been back inside the 10, but the penalty brought him out closer to midfield, and the punt gives the ball to the Marauders at their own 35-yard line. 9:50 left to go here in the third quarter of play. The Marauders are down by 6, 12-6, with the ball for the first time in the second half. Well, we said they got to stop Snowflake on the initial possession of the second half. Did that. Now they got to get the ball and get in the end zone and take a lead. Yet to be seen.
Even overcome their own oopsie with the face mask and the 15-yard penalty.
Which was unintentional. It was 4 guys trying to tackle the guy, and one of them just happened to reach in, grab his face mask, and turn it around, spin his head around.
Well, everybody else had a piece. I had to get something. Yeah.
First down and 10 Marauders. Upham set under center. Takes a snap. One step drop. Throwing a screen to the right-hand side, looking for a block. Back to the line of scrimmage, and still chugging his feet forward, and got about 3 yards out of what could have been nothing. An initial contact made at the line of scrimmage, but able to struggle free for a couple of yards. Herb Tiffany, I'm stronger than you, and I've got more will to get 3 yards and let you tackle me for no gain.
Well, not only that, but I can get lower than you.
Yeah. Well, I start lower.
Well, yeah, but I mean, just having the strength to be able to get low and keep the legs churning.
Come see me in 2 months, and I'll let you know at the top of the gym at Mingus looks like.
There you go.
Second down and 6, man in motion. Here's a snap and a fumble, and the Lobos have it, and he's off to the races down the left-hand side. One man to beat, and Upham will catch him and tackle him, but the Marauders turn the ball over on a fumble that's returned all the way inside the Marauder 15 mark. First and 10 at the Marauder 14-yard line. Looked like it may have been number 16 that came up with the ball that time, Porter Black, and he knew what to do with it when he got it in his hands. Jordan Upham, the Marauder quarterback who coughed it up, was able to make up some ground in pursuit pursuit and bring him down before he got to the end zone, but the Marauder defense has their back against the wall. Now 1st and 10, Lobos at the Marauder 14.
Well, first turnover of the year for the Mingus Marauders, and that did not work out well.
No. Now they need a big play from the defense. And looking to throw, looking right, throwing right. Got a man open in the flat. No blockers in front. The Marauders are going to look to try to strip it, and they do! And the Marauders get it back! The Marauders get it back! They force the fumble. They jump on the fumble, and the Marauders have the ball. Well, what comes around goes around, and we better get another penalty flag out here, man. This gentleman is out here just berating the official on the sideline. Number 72, Alex Solomon, is just all over the official, trying to say he was down. He was down, the official not having any of it. Yeah, he was down, but not before that pigskin came bouncing out of there, and the Marauders jump on it at their own 7-yard line. Well, not the field position they had before they turned it over, but nonetheless, no more points on the board for the team in blue, and Mingus has it at their own 7.
Prouty jumps on the fumble and didn't see who made the strip, but Mingus with 3 guys out there. It all started when you said he had no blockers in front.
Yeah, I think it was Tiffany.
And Mingus just stood him up until they got the ball free.
First down play for the Marauders. Man in motion is Clark. They're going to pitch to Clark, going right. Clark looking for a block, gets to the outside, still on his feet, and up the right sideline he goes. A gain of about 6 or 7 on the play. Out across the 10, out near about the 13-yard line. That would be a gain of 6, and 2nd down and 4 here for the Marauders. Boy, this pitch to the right is quite a long pitch. It's about a 7, 8-yard, 10-yard pitch that they're throwing the ball. And that's a live ball because it's going backwards. That's not a pass. That's a lateral pitch.
Yeah, I don't want to think about the dangers of that.
2nd down and 4. Marauders with 1 back in the backfield. Wing back in motion. And now they're going to hand off, going to the right to Clark. Clark hit at the 15. Man, it looked like he had room to blow. Here comes a flag just now coming in. And it looked like Clark had room to run, JB. Then all of a sudden, that hole just closes up, and he's hit for short of a 1st down. And we've got unsportsmanlike conduct against the Lobos. Their 2nd of the game, and that will give the Marauders an automatic 1st down and get them out of their own red zone there. As they move the ball out to, they're going to be out around the 27 or 8-yard line, I believe, by the time he stops. And heck no, they're going out to the 31s at 27, 28. You weren't watching, Calandra. We're going out here to 31.
Well, all of a sudden, with those 15-yard varieties, the Lobos catching up right now. 55 yards against the Marauders, 40 against the Lobos.
Hey, if you're going to go big, right?
Well, yeah, that's true.
1st and 10, Mingus from their own 31. Here's a snap, and Upham looking to throw, going deep down the right side. Good coverage on the play. Catches May, but he's out of bounds. Well, that was a good play by the receiver that time, JB. The ball was just a little bit underthrown, but Tiffany was able to shed off the defensive back and go up and make a play on the ball. It looks like he came down with it. It just came down out of bounds.
I don't think it was underthrown. I think it was thrown to the back shoulder, right? And just not get it down quite far enough, but still good pass play, had single coverage, man-to-man on the outside. I'm glad Mingus will take a chance like that.
Hey, that's a good 1st down play. Loosen up the field a little bit. You don't see 9 guys in the box now. And awaiting a snap, the Marauders hand off to Clark, coming out of backfield, being ping-ponged around by a host of blue shirts there. Just about everybody in on the play, and Clark got a couple of yards, not much after that. And now the Marauders get 3rd and long, about 7. As they head to a huddle and now look to the wrist and head to the line.
Tristan Clark, 5'8", 160 pounds, and I think he got 1 yard going forward and then another 2 yards backpedaling.
Splitting Tiffany wide left. 3rd down and 7 play. Here's a snap. Fake the handoff, and now Upham's going to look to run. He's caught from behind and brought down in the backfield. Big play by the Lobo defense that time. Looks like it's big old number 58 that comes out with the big play that time. That's Cade Solomon. And the Marauders now 4th down and 7 with the ball back at their own 34-yard line. They're going to look to punt this one away. Still got 6:44 left to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. Awaiting the snap, Upham, and he will punt it. and angle it towards the sideline. Takes a nice Marauder bounce, picked up at the 22 and tackled at the 18. Well, they picked the ball up, and Herb Tiffany picked him up, windmilled him, and slammed him on his head for his effort. And the Lobos will regain the possession of the ball. Looks like they're going to mark him right at the 20-yard line. So he gave him half the distance. Picked him up the 22, slammed it at the 18. We'll call it the 20. Take a break here. Lobos offense coming back out on the field. We'll be back after this.
Cheyenne Hudson.
Your local Cottonwood Taco Bell has what you're craving for just $1. Shredded chicken mini quesadillas, spicy potato soft taco, spicy tostada, just a part of the new $1 cravings menu at your Cottonwood Taco Bell. Convenient hours, drive-thru, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell on Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Back in Snowflake, and while you were away watching that delicious Taco Bell commercial, the Lobos ran a play. Quarterback keeper went up the middle for nothing. So what you missed was nothing, and it's 2nd down and 10. And a substitution here for the Lobos, bringing number 5, Andrew Brimhall, back into the ballgame.
One turnover apiece for the Marauders and Lobos, both fumbles, back-to-back plays nonetheless.
Here's a snap and a handoff to the wingback coming from the left-hand side. He gets out in the open. Good play by the Marauder. Oh, the fumble. I think they're going to say he's down. They're going to say he's down. Good play by the Marauder defense. Levi Collins showing he's got a little burst of his own there. Is able to catch up with 32, Trevor McCray that time, and bring him down short of a first down. However, he does pick up a good chunk and makes it 3rd and very manageable, about 2. Long 2, but 2.
Well, Collins, for a bigger guy, picking up some decent ground, coming across. Great angle block and did dislodge the ball. I don't know if they called it a fumble, but running back able to jump defense.
On it. Right here, here's a snap. And the handoff coming to the right side, up the middle, and this guy have a first down. Needed 2, got about 4. Out to the 33-yard line.
Well, excellent push out there by the Lobos offense. Number 21 running the ball and picking it up. That is Lane Penrod.
You know, it's not that cold out here tonight, JB. It's a nice night up here in
Snowflake. Oh, you speak early.
Oh, no. There's only 5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter of play. This game's getting late already. Riders need to stop here on the defense. Here's a snap. Fake the handoff. Quarterback said keep it. Going through that 2 hole as a ball. Looked like a ball popped out again. He was holding it way out like a loaf of bread that time. It looked like Levi Collins was trying to jump on that ball as he's swinging it around, but he's able to tuck it as he's brought down. A gain of about 4 out to the 43-yard line, and it brings up 2nd down and 6 now for the Lobos as we're down to 2:28 left to go in the 3rd quarter of play. Lobos up 12-6.
Good hard-hitting football out here. Last year, Mingus Marauders lost their opener against Snowflake 36-21. This one's a little tighter.
Yeah. 2nd down play. Quarterback looking left, throwing left, has a man open on the left, and the catch will be made, and the second effort spin will give him a first down by about the length of a football. The Marauders had him stopped short of a first on that play, but he kept spinning and spinning. By the time he came down, he had it by about a length of a football.
He is dizzy, though.
Yeah, well, hit him again. Hit him again.
Well, that's Trevor McCray. That's his 3rd reception.
Hit him every time anyhow.
Yeah. 25 yards, 3 receptions for the young man.
It will be closing.
Uh-oh, somebody's closing. It's not the ice cream shop, is it? 3:45 on the clock, 3rd quarter of play. 1st down and 10 Lobos from their own 44-yard line. Quarterback in the gun, hands off to the first back. No, it's a second back throw, and he's out in the open in the Marauder secondary. Down the sideline and caught at the Marauder 30-yard line. And Mingus will save a touchdown. Garrett Story is able to catch up with a ball carrier after a big gain all the way to the Marauder 30-yard line. And it looks like it was number 21, I believe, Lane Penrod, that had the carry, although they're saying Snyder. And, well, I guess we'll have to go with Snyder, JB, but it looked like it was somebody else.
Yeah, he was coming the other direction, and great blocking out there. Story, phenomenal job catching him. That on any other given day is probably a touchdown, and Story denies.
Now, the Marauders have speed in the secondary, there's no doubt. We just don't want to see it too often. Here's the snap, and they're going to run the same play, this time going to the left-hand side. The Marauders attack the ball. They're looking for a fumble. The Marauders have it. The Marauders have it. It looked like Levi Collins just went up and ripped the ball, and give me that. And the Marauders take it back right in front of their sideline. Head coach Bob Young leading the cheerleading parade up and down the Marauders sideline. Levi Collins, he put that ball out there for me again, young man. I'm going to take it. That's what he did. Here's our replay for our fans watching on TV. They stuck it out there. Oh, it wasn't Collins. It was 20. It was the little Collins. It was 22 that time. Was Orlando Machado of the playmaking Machados, JB. And Orlando that time comes in. You put that football out there. I'm taking it with me, and that's what he did. And now we've got the player that was running the ball hurt. Porter Black is limping off the field with the help of the trainers, and immediately falls to his back, and they look to stretch the legs. Look like he's got a cramp. That's good news.
Amen. No, that is definitely good news. With the way he was trying to hang on to the ball, I was thinking dislocated shoulder.
Yeah, no, we like cramps better than injuries.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
First down and 10, Marauders with their second takeaway of the game, and Upham drops back. Upham going deep down the right side. He's got a man wide open. Oh, man, he was wide open. Pass incomplete, looking for Nathan Petty, and Petty was open by, maybe 10 yards at one point. By the time the ball got there, he was still open by 5, but the ball was thrown over his outside shoulder and didn't have much of a chance to catch it, JB. That was the big hitter that kind of fell awry.
Well, not only that, but the defensive back had fallen down. He was by himself out there. It was just him and the safety.
Second down and 10. Marauders down by 6. Looking to tighten things up here in the third quarter. Upham. Look at the throw. Don't catch that.
Broken up nicely by number 70.
So you got to know not to catch that.
Right.
If you're diving backwards towards your goal line and you're already 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, don't catch that. Knock it down.
That'll bring up third and 10.
Upham took 3 steps back and had a jailbreak, and wisely looked to his left and had a man in the flat. He just couldn't get him the ball in an area where he could catch it to make a good play.
Well, had he been actually able to get it to him, Groth might have had some running room, but great job for him just to get rid of the ball.
Third and 10, and the Marauders run the option to the left, and nothing there. Clark is caught in the backfield. I believe it was Clark. We'll have to wait. It's 24, Garrett Story with the carry, that time, and he's caught in the backfield for a loss of 2. Back to the 33-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th down and 12 now with 2.5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. 12-6, Snowflake with the lead, and the Marauders will look to punt it away. Upham, the quarterback, to punt it for Mingus. Man goes in motion, and here's the snap. Punt is up, high, and angled to the right. Takes a Marauder bounce, still bouncing around, and now picked up and returned for about 2 or 3 yards to the 22-yard line. And that is where Snowflake will take over, 1st and 10 from their own 22. We'll be back to Snowflake High School with the low ball offense after this.
You'll get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. It starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at Reese'sTire.com.
Back at Snowflake, first play from scrimmage, and the Lobos are gone. They're going to take it to the house from 77 yards out, a 77-yard sweep for a touchdown, and the Lobos capitalize on the lead here, extend their lead 18-6. The carry that time was by Trevor McCray, and McCray takes it 77 yards to the house, and just like that, one play, and the Marauders go from down 6 to down 12 and hope it's not 14.
65-yard touchdown run.
He had one blocker out in front, and somehow they were able to seal the inside. Mingus only had 2 guys out there and unable to keep him quarantined.
And the Lobos are going to line up in, it's like they're going to line up in kind of a wing formation here. And, no, that's the quarterback. I thought they were in a wing wishbone, but it's not. The quarterback's going to run it to the left, and he's going to come up way short. The Marauders able to sniff that out. So 4 touchdowns combined, no extra points at all. It's 18-6. The Marauders now need to score at least twice to win this ball game. Down by 12 with 1:51 to go in the third quarter. And head coach Bob Young trying to figure out how to get the offense in the end zone. We'll be back after this.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Back in Snowflake, and the Lobos, one play, 77 yards, and extend their lead now to 18-6 with 1:51 to go in the third quarter of play. The Mingus Marauders kick return team out on the field. We saw an onside kick to open the game and then a couple of deep ones. The Marauders have done a decent job returning kicks. Here's one that's going to be short. And it will bounce at the 18, taken by Story. Story to the 20, to the 25. Story swarmed over at the 26-yard line.
Well, we'll have all the recaps of the game coming up in the DIGITELL post-game report, your Verizon premium wireless retailer. And they're located next to Suzy Q Market on Main Street in Cottonwood, which, of course, is the perfect place to start every road trip. That's Suzy Q under the Texaco Star.
No doubt about it. Hey, fans, we have a report for you from the other side of the hill in the third quarter. It is the Apollo Hawks 13, Bradshaw Mountain 6.
Well, being here in Snowflake, that hill's a long ways away. There's a few hills between here and there, aren't there?
And a lot of desert.
Which hill are you talking about?
The mighty Mingus Hill.
There we go.
1:44 left to go, third quarter. Marauders running halfback option. It's not there. Into double coverage, and it is overthrown as
Trey Meyer.
Yeah, Trey Meyer threw it to Tristan Clark, who was double covered. The play wasn't there. He was covered in front and in back, and that's one where I think the coaches had to think, if you look down the field and he's got a guy covering him in front and back, that play's off. Run something else. Run the ball. Throw it back to the screen on the other side.
Amazingly enough, though, he was only about a yard and a half off of splitting the two and getting it in there. Threw the ball downfield by 40 yards.
1:36, second down and 10 here in the third quarter. Here's a snap. Wide pitch going to the right-hand side to Tiffany. Tiffany's got a hole. Tiffany with a first down to the 40, to the 45. Tackle at the 49-yard line. Herb Tiffany with a big run. He's got about 24 yards on that carry and a big first down for the Mingus Marauders.
About 15 on the play.
That's more than 15.
You say 24, he says 15. I counted 19.
I'm pretty sure we had the ball at the 26-yard line.
Yeah,
we did at the 26 out to the 49.
Did he get to the 49?
So I'd have to say my 24 is pretty close as it's 23.
All right. Woo me. All right. Zach wins round one.
Yeah. Hey, he had small victories, huh? First down and 10. Marauders still on their side of the 50-yard line. And up him. Rolls, looks, down the middle of the field. He's a throw in.
There's the flag.
We got offensive interference on the Marauders. Interference on the play. Mingus.
Well, he exhibited Story's path to the ball.
Oh, no. I think that's going to be pass interference on the offense. That was a push in the back. And we'll have to see what the referees come up with. Oh, now they're going to go talk it over with the other guy. What'd you see? Nothing. Yeah. And all the Snowflake guys they're saying, let's go this way. That was on them. Referees are talking it over. Now, I mean, the only thing like you said, the only thing that they could call is that the guy stopped in front of him, but he's allowed to stop in front of him. Personal foul, Mingus.
We have a personal foul on the Marauders.
Yeah. Illegal block in the back or unnecessary roughness or
15.
Seriously?
Pushing, yeah. Yeah, I'm serious. That's what that was.
Well, that to me, that was I'm turning to try to get to the ball, and he's in my way.
Nope, he can stop out there. He's got the right to be anywhere he wants in the field. You can't run up behind him and push him down from behind. And that'll cost the Marauders 15 yards back to their 34-yard line. However, it will remain first down.
70 penalty yards against the Marauders.
Yeah, that's too many.
Yeah.
That's something that they'll have to clean up a little bit. 66 seconds left in the third quarter. 1st and 25. Here's a snap, and Upham's going to try to keep it himself, and Upham is viciously gang tackled by 4 Lobos, and he fumbled, and the Lobos have the ball. Well, I didn't see that part. What did he fumble, and the Lobos have it.
J.R. Fox was in there.
It appears there was a fumble on the play.
Yeah, I didn't
Nobody saw it.
The fumble. Alex Solomon.
Fumble recovery, folks.
I'll have to see if we can get that one run again for our fans at home. See if we can find this fumble. He may have fumbled before he even got out from under center on that one, JB. That was about as brutal of 4 guys jumping on your quarterback and slamming him as hard as they can as you'll see in high school football.
No, I certainly agree with that.
So Lobos take over at the Marauder 34-yard line. Fake the pitch. Look at the throw down the middle of the field. They got him in. Catch is made inside the 20. And it looks like it may be Flake again. It is Flake that comes up with the reception at the Marauder 16-yard line. Wow, now the Marauders are in some trouble, JB. They need one of those takeaways again here.
Well, it went up and over Tiffany, who hit the turf.
Yeah, we don't have sizes for this Snowflake team. I'm willing to bet Travis Flake is 6'3", 6'4", somewhere in that range. He's a long, lanky receiver that was able to, 6'4", able to jump over the Marauder defender that time.
Well, or through.
Here's a handoff going to the right-hand side. Marauders catch up from behind, trying to strip the ball, but in trying to strip the ball, they're not tackling the man, and the pile continues to chug forward inside the 10, where they will mark progress at the 7-yard line. Good hard run that time by the Snowflake ball carrier, who is gimping around a little bit here, but a good hard run by Trevor McCray, who we saw break one for a long one earlier.
That is the end of the
That's
third quarter.
mercifully the end of the third quarter for the Marauders. Let's see if the 4:48 could be a little better. 12 minutes left in the ball game. 18-6. Snowflake with the lead and the ball. 1st and goal. The Marauders 6. We'll be back after this.
DIGITELL, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find DIGITELL, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, in Prescott Valley at the Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall and the shops at Prescott Gateway.
Our whole team is here to help you get the most out of each workout.
Here at the Cottonwood Recreation Center.
Second down and 1 is the down and count, and a handoff going to the left-hand side and a 1st down. for the Lobos. Inside the Marauder 5-yard line. First play of the fourth quarter, 2nd and 1 from the 6. A gain of about 4, and it will be 1st and goal for the Lobos from the Marauder 2-yard line. 18-6, the Lobos with the lead here. 11:50 left to go in the ball game, just underway in the fourth quarter. We have seen 4 touchdowns in the game between both squads, JB, and not an extra point to be found.
Nope, couldn't find it. Even looked under the coffee table.
Here's the snap, handoff, going to the right, into the end zone, touchdown! Haven't seen him all night. Alex Patterson, number 7, carries the ball to the end zone for the touchdown. Up, now we got whistles. Oh, and a hurt Marauder.
We have a man slow to get up on the Mingus.
He's up. That's good. He's up and moving around.
And
that's good. It's
Romero.
It's Isaac Romero.
Looks like he's going to stay in the game.
Has absolutely no desire to go out of the game.
He's coming out now. He wanted to stay in, and old Mr. Boyson over there. Hey, 5, get over here. See who they replace him with. Bigger dude, no doubt about that. And it's big old number 78. He got his helmet and shoulder pads. Josh Scalf, yes, Jackie, that's one of those sophomores that we were checking out this summer. 6'4", 190. 190? Was that kid 190? He's a good-looking sophomore out there. Big kid. I see the 6'4", 190? Thought he was a little thicker than that. I have to get him down to Taco Bell, put a little weight on him. Vinny's. Go to Vinny's afterwards. Get one of those meatball subs and a big old pie. Hey, what's that, a flag? No way. There's a penalty flag on the field, Jackie.
There's a flag on the play.
And surprised am I.
Yeah, oh boy, me too. Oh, and now the Lobos are going to have to attempt an extra point.
Didn't see the call, sorry, folks.
From the 7-yard line.
From the Lobos.
The PA announcer says he didn't see the call. You know why? There wasn't one. But it backed him up 5 yards. And they'll go for 2 once again. Quarterback, snap low, picks it up, throws in the end zone, wide open through the hands. That time of 81, Travis Flake. He hasn't dropped many, hasn't missed many. That was a catchable ball. Would have been a nice catch, but it went through his hands, not through the wickets, through the hands, and incomplete. So 24-6 is the score. Still not an extra point by either squad in the game. 11:27 left to go. The Riders need 3 touchdowns. We'll be back after this.
The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market. Remember, please shop local first.
Go Marauders!
Back in Snowflake. Lobos to kick off to the Marauders. Here's the kick. It's high, it's short. It's taken by Tiffany at the 15, 15 to 20 to 25. Tiffany caught at the 27. And I think that's about where his progress will be.
That'll be a return of 12 yards on the play.
I'm sorry, I said Tiffany. I think that's Story. That was Story, not Tiffany.
1st and 10 from the 27.
Right, 24.
24 Story.
Yep, Garrett Story. With the kick return out to the 27-yard line. Garrett Story's got a sister that's running collegiate track right now.
Is that right?
Yep. Skylar Story at Central Arizona. First down and 10 Marauders. Here's a snap. Upham drops back, looks a pump to the right. Now he's going to bootleg it to the left, and he's knocked out of bounds after a short gain.
Tanner Willis knocking him out.
29, so that'll be a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Speaking of Marauder track leads, 3-time state champion Heather Calandra
finding a new home east.
Has taken her services to the East Coast. Honors University in Maryland. University of Maryland, Baltimore County, where she will step in and be right at the top of the conference in throwing next year.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Very good. Congratulations.
Well, thanks, JB. 2nd down and 8 now. Let's see the Marauders do something here. Look at the throw over the middle. It's tipped at the line of scrimmage and incomplete. Well, looked like he had a man over the middle. Whether he gets it to him and he makes a catch and runs down the field like a wild man to the end zone is another story. But the ball's tipped away at the line of scrimmage and we'll never know.
It was him.
Well, Mingus, 3-possession game here has definitely got to get something going early and quick. Snowflake has played a very methodical game out here tonight.
Yeah, White Mountain football, JB. It's here to stay. it's never gone anywhere.
Nope.
3rd down and long. Here's a snap, and the Marauders will pitch, coming to the right-hand side. And cutting it back inside. This is Tiffany, and he's short of a 1st down. Across the 35, he's out to around the 36-yard line. The Marauders need to get to the 38. So it'll be 3rd down and short. Or I'm sorry, 4th down and short. And down by 18 points with 10 minutes and 45 seconds left to go. I think the Marauders will go for it.
Well, they certainly should. What are you going to lose?
Exactly. 4th and short, a long one, not quite 2. Upham trying to get the D to jump, won't bite, and he will hand it off, and I don't think they got it. Depends on the mark.
Let's see what the spot is.
Well, the mark keeps moving backwards, and if that's where they're marking it, he didn't get it at all. It's not even close. And the Lobos will take over on downs, 1st down and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
Take a timeout. They're gonna,
there's no reason to take a timeout and check it.
They get it right,
the ball's, it's a yard short, Jackie. They're going to bring the chains out. It's a yard short.
Well, not where they started the spot on the far side.
No, when they started the spot, he had a 1st down. Then they marked it where this guy on this side had his spot. That's a yard short. They're making these poor gentlemen run all the way across the field. Look at that guy in the white hat. You think he wanted to run out here and check and see if it counts? He knows. Yeah, it's a football length short, but it's short, it's no doubt.
Ryan Lane showing some enthusiasm down there.
Didn't I miss one of those once?
Did you miss one of them once?
I think so.
You know, generally speaking, I would have to agree that, yeah, over 22 years, you probably missed one.
Ball over to the Lobos.
Darn.
We're going to...
Well, Mingus here tonight, offensively, able to muster 196 yards, but only 6 points here in 4th quarter action.
Farmers Insurance.
Penalties have hurt the Marauders tonight.
70 yards.
Yeah. 1st down and 10, Lobos looking to seal the deal here. They're not looking to score. They're just looking to run the clock. However you score, that's good too. And they're going to hand off to 84 again. We've seen this guy run the ball quite a few times tonight, Drew Snyder. Coming over from a wide-out position. That time he ran it for a yard. And that's all the Lobos are looking for. They don't care. Yard, 2 yards, we don't care. Keep that clock running.
Well, so far in the game, Drew Snyder has 8 carries, 34 yards.
Pretty sure I heard somebody down there on their coaching staff say, "What time's Dairy Queen run? Time they close? Start running that ball." It's time to go get ice cream. Of course, up here in Snowflake, you quit getting ice cream about this time of year because it's freezing. Here's a snap and a handoff. Looking left, cutting it back into the middle because there's nothing on the left, jumping over the line. Picking up a 1st down. Quite a run by that young man, all the way down to the 25-yard line. Nice run. That's McCray again. We saw him go out with cramps earlier. Also saw him run for a 77-yard touchdown. But Trevor McCray looks like he's a pretty good running back, JB.
He's got 148 yards and 11 carries in the game. He's, well, actually got 109 yards in the second half, only on 5 carries. Although a 77-yard touchdown scamper will certainly help the average.
Up the average. 1st down and 10 now for the Lobos from the Marauder 25-yard line. Awaiting the snap, a man goes into motion, a fumble on the snap, chasing it down, picking it up, broken play, Marauders there, they'll have him for a sack. So keeps the clock running.
Galloway will get the sack.
A loss of about 8, all the way back to the 33-yard line. They need to get to the 15.
2nd sack for Galloway.
Good looking sophomore, JB. I'm telling you, this Marauder team is loaded with underclass talent.
Second and a long way after that.
Not that their seniors or juniors aren't very good. They got some underclassmen here in this group that can play. Here's the snap. Dropping straight back, holding, no call. Passes to a screen with blockers in front, and a fumble out of bounds. Will stay with the Lobos. He fumbled it out of bounds for about a 10-yard gain inside the 5 to the 4. They didn't used to let you do that. They don't let you do that in the NFL anymore. They used to call that the Dave Casper play. He'd be getting brought down, and he'd be like 2 yards short of the first down marker, and he'd fumble it forward for 3 yards and a first down. And they don't let you do that anymore in the NFL. That play would have been called back to the spot of the fumble.
However, in high school.
However, in high school, yeah, you fumble that thing right in the end zone. From the 4-yard line, Lobos in a huddle, first and goal. 8:27 left to go here in the ball game. Lobos lead it 24-6.
Ball bounced their way. Lobos got a little lucky.
Here's a snap and a handoff going left. Caught at the line of scrimmage. Lowers his head and gets a yard.
Alex Patterson.
And brings up second down and goal from the 3.
Patterson on the run.
They'll bring up second and goal.
Well, last time
it might have been Isaac Romero with the tackle again.
Patterson looking for his second touchdown in 2 touches. Didn't get it.
That's good.
That's good.
Second down and goal. Let's go, defense. Second down and goal play. Quarterback from a gun. No handoff. Up the middle. Wide open hole. And an easy touchdown for Trevor McCray. Besides the 77-yarder, that was about as easy as a touchdown as he's going to see all year. 77-yarder, you had to run hard and fast.
Right, no kidding.
That one just ran through a huge hole. Could have driven that ambulance with its lights on over there through.
Well, I'm not sure that was the designed hole, but he certainly saw it, so he cut back.
Very good vision. Yeah, he cut back to that hole.
Well, I think one of the defensive linemen for the Mingus Marauders actually lost his footing and went down. And, well, the hole was uncovered, so. But good vision by McCray.
Oh, they're going to attempt an extra point. This will be fun. Brenton Ballard to attempt the extra point. Up, there's a flag. Go figure.
Every time.
Delay a game.
Delay a game.
On the Lobos.
Really?
How can that be delay a game? How much time are they giving? I think that's what they keep calling on those. When are they starting the play clock? I mean, you score a touchdown, you run your extra point team out there, and before you can even snap the ball, it's delay a game.
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
It will now be a 25-yard extra point.
There's a snap, high snap. Kick is up, and it is no good. Wide right. Had the distance. Wide right. And now we got 7:36 left to go here in regulation time. And at this point, we'd like to have more. The Lobos lead 30-6. Marauders kick return coming up after this.
There's no room for hesitation. The best time to buy a victory is now. Get 0% APR for 5 years or rebates up to $2,000. And every motorcycle is equipped with a 5-year powertrain warranty. This is the Red Tag Rush sales event. Victory Motorcycles. Ride one and you'll own one.
Back at Snowflake, and the Lobos dancing in the end zone once again, and they lead to a tune of 30-6 with 7:36 left to go in the game. Here's the kickoff. Hey, new kicker guy's in, and he kicks a little further. Taken by Story at the 10. Story to the 20. Story hit at the 27 and down at the 29.
Brings it out to 29.
Brief little hole there, and then all of a sudden it closed up.
Seems to do that.
Well, I know, but you know, you got that little heart skip there.
Yeah.
Oh. Felt like Simpson.
And I think Garrett's Storage is not that big, Jackie. He gets hit and he goes down, kind of not that big, you know.
Well, one thing I do have to say about this Lobo squad out here is these are big boys.
Yes. Yeah.
This is a big Lobos squad.
These are those hay bale throwing kind of gentlemen.
Yes.
First down and 10. Here's a snap. Upham will pitch to the right-hand side. And I think this is it for the Marauders. Run this play, run that little quick hit up the middle, and then run this sweep again, and then give it back. Tristan Clark, I believe, has probably got way more carries tonight than he would normally, and this is going to be the learning experiences for these younger players here in this early season where they're going to get a lot of these reps.
Well, Tiffany, so far in the game, 59 yards on 7 carries. Tristan Clark, you mentioned him, 8 carries, 31 yards, and the only touchdown for the Marauders.
Second down and 11 after a loss of 1, 2 men in motion, and there's the flags. And they'll throw to Tiffany. He'll probably break it for a touchdown now that it's coming back. No, he'll catch it and be tackled for a gain of about 5, but it's coming back for illegal motion. Mingus had 2 guys in motion at the same time.
Illegal shift.
And that's one when they ought to blow the whistle and stop the play.
Right, exactly.
That's one where a kid can get hurt and it shouldn't count.
Exactly. I am with you on that one. You know that one's a definite.
Right.
I mean, they do it on a false start.
Right.
And this is pretty much a same exact thing as a false start. Of course, they're talking to Lobos, see if they want to give the Marauders the play or not. Bring up 3rd and about 6, or...
Yeah, they're going to decline. No, that's why. No, wait. Now
no,
they're
going to take it.
Oh, didn't he just say no?
Yeah, the decline sign means, yes, I want to take the penalty. Well, if you count Upham in the backfield there, I think Mingus had 3 guys moving at once.
That should be.
Could be.
Second and about 16 for the Marauders.
Yep, second and 16 is exactly what it is. 7:17 left to go in regulation time. Fans will be at home next week. Cactus Cobra's coming to town. Come check it out live from the cave. Mingus pass to the right side. It's caught and tackled immediately for no gain is Anthony Lopez, a senior, 5'9", 160 pounds. Caught the ball, had nowhere to go. Guy in blue, little blue meanies, eating them up there, JB. Remember the blue meanies from Yellow Submarine? There's somebody out there in their 60s right now going, yeah! The Beatles, Yellow Submarine, remember the blue meanies?
I do. Okay. I always wondered how big that Yellow Submarine was.
Pretty big. Pretty big. 3rd down and 16, and a fumble on the snap, and Upham picks it up and tosses it back to Tiffany. Hey, you gotta like that. He's going down, he picked it up, he just kind of shovel passed it over his shoulder to Tiffany, who caught it, lowered his head and got a yard.
Nice little collision there.
And it's 4th down and 15.
Tiffany lowered the boom on.
Yeah, the ball, he did what he had to do.
Well, he said, I'm not getting the first down, so at least get me, get my pound of flesh.
6 minutes left. The Marauders faced on 4th and long, and they'll look to punt it away. Oh, it's blocked! That was blocked like, he put his hand up like, I can't believe I'm going to block this. You haven't kicked it yet? Try it.
One-handed.
Yeah, one-handed, looking the other, no, it's a one-handed no-look block. That's recovered by Upham at the Marauder 13.
Well, actually, if Upham would have taken any more time, he would have gone right by him.
Yeah. Nice job, special teams.
Upham should have just jumped into him, and maybe we could have got a roughing the punter. I'm not sure. I've never seen a one-handed no-look block. Yeah, high school football, JB. You do it long enough, you're bound to see everything.
No kidding, huh?
First down and 10 Lobos. 6 minutes left. They lead by 24. They got the ball inside the Marauder red zone. Handoff to the left side, down to the 10-yard line. And that's about it for old number 7, Alex Patterson. He's got a touchdown. It looks like they're going to give him some carries here in the second half. The junior picked up 4 yards on that carry.
Well, good blocking. The offensive line for the Lobos has definitely shown their strength.
No doubt. Second down and 6 for the Lobos from the Marauder 10-yard line. quarterback in the shotgun. One back on his left side. I'll give it to that man. It's Patterson again, going to the right side. Caught from behind by a Marauder after he was stacked up at the line. Looks like Alex Pfeiffer jumped on from behind, was able to ride him to the ground after the initial contact up front by the Mingus Marauders. Looked like it was 87 Jordan Prouty that made the initial contact. Prouty with the initial contact, Pfeiffer with the cleanup, and a gain of about 3. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Not exactly sure why, but our whole drum portion of the band out here just sprinting down the track.
Here's a snap, fake, a fumble, and then hand it off up the middle. Did you see the fake fumble play on that, JB?
Yeah.
That's tricky. And now let's see where they're going to spot the ball. It's real close to a 1st down. I think he's going to be a little shy. Yeah, it looks like he's just a little bit shy from there. It's going to be 4th down and a short one.
How do you know his personality?
We'd also like to give a shout out to the grounds crew.
A little shy?
Field looks amazing.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't
He's a little shy.
To get in here.
He's a little shy like a 6-year-old. About the first 4 seconds.
Right.
Here's a snap, and coming back to the left-hand side of the end zone, touchdown. Andrew Rimhall with the carry on the counter that time. Take it to the right, took it to the left, and the Lobos are in the end zone again. 36-6 with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to go in regulation time. And the Snowflake Lobos are pretty much just having their way with the Mingus Marauders here tonight. Well, it's almost like you sense that they're a little upset that Mingus scored.
Well, possibly. Mingus was definitely in this one all the way through halftime and most of the 3rd quarter, and then the wheels fell off.
Brent Ballard onto the extra
Here's the extra point attempt. Up and good.
That's been the most cheering all night from the Snowflake fans.
7 touchdowns in the game, and we have 1 extra point. Snowflake takes increases. They don't take it. They increase their lead, 37-6. 4:02 left to go. We'll be back with Marauder kick return coming up after this.
With 4:02 left in this.
It's the dawn of a new era in healthcare here in the Verde Valley. Spectrum Healthcare introduces whole person care for the mind, for the body, for all of you. With the opening of our new integrated care facility at 651 West Mingus Avenue in Cottonwood, Spectrum Healthcare now offers primary care, behavioral health, and pharmacy, all in one location. For primary medical care, for help with mental health and substance use disorders, for whole person health care, call Spectrum Healthcare, 634-2236.
Back at Snowflake, and happy to get out here before the snow starts falling. Mingus would like to get out here as fast as 4 minutes and run off the clock, down 37-6. Kickoff is taken by Herb Tiffany. He'll return across the 25 to about the 26 or 7-yard line. That's where the Marauders will take over, 1st and 10.
Number 18.
Well, Upham in his first start as a Mingus Marauder here so far.
Tanner Willis.
Has completed 4 out here tonight. He is 4 of 10. He's got 55 yards on the game. No touchdowns in the air.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the Marauders.
At halftime, the Mingus Marauders were certainly still in it, 12-6.
Yeah, they now scored 25-0 here in the second half.
Well, pretty much in the last 10 minutes, really.
Yep. 1st down and 10, Mingus trying to save some face. Twins on the right, double wing formation. Here's the snap, and they'll hand off, coming to the middle.
44 up the middle.
And about 2 yards. Tristan Clark with a carry. Looks like they'll give him progress. They'll give him progress about 4 yards, Jackie.
Daniel Langsmith.
We'll take that. 2nd down and 6.
Clark was open there for a moment.
Yeah, it's funny how they have these huge holes, and then as they step through them, those holes close extremely fast.
They're more like black holes.
Swallowing them up.
Yep.
No doubt, or sinkholes or something. 2nd down and 6. And Upham will, he did hand it off. I thought he kept it, but he handed it off right up the middle on the quick hit. And Jason Groth, a sophomore, will have a couple more yards. About pretty darn close to a first down. First down, so a gain of 6 for Groth. And they're saying, hold on, Marauders, you got a first down. We got to move the sticks.
And the Marauders are saying, okay, then stop the clock.
Yeah.
If you want to sit here and stare at the ball for 6 seconds.
First down and 10, Mingus from their own 37-yard line. Man in motion, and a pitch out of the backfield going to left-hand side to Story. Story hit the line of scrimmage and down for very minimal, if any, gain. 2:40 left to go. Fans, we will be at home in the cave next week as the Cactus Cobras come slithering up from Glendale.
Trying to get you out.
Cactus has been another nemesis in the Mingus Marauder historical books.
Oh, boy.
Last year, Mingus losing to Cactus on the road 34-14.
That's closer than this one. Here's a second down play, and they'll give it to the third man through, and it's going to be 24, Garrett Story with the carry. And they'll have a couple more yards. Looks like they're going to actually give him a gain out to the 45-yard line, which would be a gain of 7, third down.
Looks like number 40 on the play.
Third down and 3 here for the Marauders.
I wonder if Galloway actually got that.
That was Story.
Aha.
Third down and 3. Upham set under center. Man in motion is Story. Pitch to Story. Coming right. Story hammered in the backfield.
Number 12, Keenan Bjorn.
That'll bring up fourth down.
Loss of that.
And the Marauders will go for it.
Takes them all the way back to their 40-yard line. He's a 4th and 7.
Backup quarterback out there by the Lobos making the tackle.
Fourth down and 7 for the Marauders from the 40-yard line.
Last we heard, Bradshaw was still trailing Apollo 13-7. We'll see if we can get an update on that one.
That was the third quarter score. Fourth down and long. Snap. Upham drops back, rolls, throws back across the grain to Galloway, and he's smashed for a 3-yard loss. The Marauders will turn it over on downs back at the 35-yard line. That's at least the third time today the Marauders have turned it over on downs. And they've all been deep in their own territory.
Defensive coordinators doing a good job tonight.
First down and 10, Lobos. Only 44 seconds left to go in the game. They've got the ball at their own 35-yard line and could conceivably just take a knee, Jamie.
Well, unfortunately, Galloway catches the ball twice. The only one that counts is the negative 3-yard reception.
Yeah, the other one was the good one that we wanted.
Right. I would have given Mingus.
Yeah, they're just going to take a knee. Quarterback set under center for the first time tonight. He'll take one snap, take a knee. Mingus, well, the referee may wait until the clock gets down before he places the ball on the ground so that they don't have to make another snap. One more snap. They're going to place the ball. The Lobos will wait for the clock to get down under 25, which it is, and now they can take a snap, take a knee, and that's to be the end of the game. Lobos are going to win it. Home opener, 37-6. Better win than last year's 36-21 victory over the Marauders, and these Lobos look like they're going to be a team to reckon with once again. Big squad up front, great skills positions. They manhandled the Marauders tonight. Final score, Snowflake 37, the Mingus Marauders 6. We'll be back with a post-game report coming to you live from Snowflake High School right here, right now, after this.
There's no room for hesitation. The best time to buy a victory is now. Get 0% APR for 5 years or rebates up to $2,000. And every motorcycle is equipped with a 5-year powertrain warranty. This is the Red Tag Rush sales event. Victory Motorcycles. Ride one and you'll own one.
Here's your check. Oh, you got it. You know, since I got rid of my car, I really enjoy walking.
Okay. Got it. No.
Getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates.
Oh, you're home early. You live with your mom?
That'll set your game back a few years. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
DIGITELL, a Verizon premium wireless retailer. Come in today for the latest from America's largest and most reliable wireless network, including nationwide unlimited talk from Motorola, LG, Samsung, Apple, and HTC. Find DIGITELL, your local Verizon premium wireless retailer, in the Flagstaff Mall, in Cottonwood at 960 South Main Street, in Payson at 401 North Beeline Highway, in Prescott Valley at the Glassford Hill Marketplace, and in Prescott with locations in the Prescott Gateway Mall and the shops at Prescott Gateway. The Suzy Q Market is the most convenient stop for road trips, with 1,500 beverage selections and plenty of snacks. And save on Texaco fuel with your Safeway Rewards card. The Suzy Q drive-thru window is the most convenient way to pick up those essentials on the way home.
Road trips start here.
With something for everyone.
At the Suzy Q Market. Remember, please shop local first.
Go Marauders!
Taylor Waste has been voted the #1 residential garbage service 11 years in a row in Cottonwood and 7 years in a row in Sedona.
Why? Because Taylor Waste always offers dependable and efficient garbage service and clean, eco-friendly curbside recycling and positive customer service.
Taylor Waste offers a separate recycling container, and our recycling program is clean rather than commingled with garbage.
To start service, call your locally owned Taylor Waste, dedicated to providing service tailored to your needs.
You'll get more miles for your money at Reese's Tire and Automotive Tire Pros. It starts with matching the right tire for you, your vehicle, and driving habits. And continues with expert brake, alignment, and warranty services to extend the life and performance of your vehicle. And to serve you better, we now offer King Cobra custom exhaust systems. Find out more about our nationwide warranty at Reese'sTire.com.
It's time now for the DIGITELL post-game report. Stay tuned for the Marauder wrap-up, game highlights, and the DIGITELL player of the game. The DIGITELL post-game report starts now. From the press box, here's Zach Calandra.
At Snowflake High School, a tough opening game for the Mingus Marauders here on the road at Snowflake. White Mountain dominance continues to reign over the Mingus Marauders. Final score here tonight, Snowflake 37, the Mingus Marauders 6. Mingus never got it going right from the very get-go. The second half was a misery for Mingus as they were outscored here 25-0 in the second half of play.
Yeah, oops.
Ouch.
Yeah, first quarter action, the Mingus Marauders were actually in this all the way until about halfway through the third quarter, and then, man, the wheels fell off the machine out here. And, well, Mingus also gave them short field after short field, going for fourth down conversions, basically desperately trying to get something going and unable to do it. First score of the game, 2 fourth down conversions for the Lobos, set up their first running 3-yard plunge from quarterback Tyler Claridge, and they went for 2 on that play and did not get it. And there it was, 6-0 Snowflake. And then they would score again, making it 12-0 as Claridge finds Porter in the corner of the end zone. A little broken coverage play out there, 18 yards on the pass play, and the 2-point conversion was no good. Once again, interesting that going for 2s over and over and over again, and it was 12-0. Then in the second quarter, Mingus able to get on the board with 4:59 left to go. Pardon me, 4:59 left to go in the second quarter is when the Lobos scored, and then with just a minute and 30 seconds left to go, Mingus would get in for the first score of the year, really. Tristan Clark, a 10-yard sweep, does it by pure effort. Mingus goes for 2 and unable to get it done in halftime. It was 12-6. Mingus was certainly in this ballgame without a doubt.
12-6, and with a stop inside the 5-yard line on one of the Marauder drives. They were feeling good about themselves at that point.
Certainly so. However, as you made mention, it started to fall apart there. A 77-yard touchdown run by the Lobos really started to set the quarter. Third quarter happened with 1:51 left to go. So, Zach, Mingus really held him for quite some time. 77-yard sweep out there by McCray, one lead blocker, and he was able to find pay dirt. The 2-point conversion was no good, and it was 18-6. They still weren't out of it. Fourth quarter action, 11:27, and this is where it started to fall apart. A 3-yard second back through Patterson with, I think, might have been his first carry of the game.
Yeah, I believe so.
And he gets in for the touchdown. They go for the 2-point conversion once again, and no good.
Those weren't working too well.
No. 24-6 at that point. Still, you're thinking Mingus can get back, but however, they turn the ball over deep in Marauder territory. Turns into a 2-yard dash by McCray, his second touchdown of the game. The extra point attempt at that point was no good, and so then it was 30-6. And then we finish up fourth quarter, 4:02 left to go, and at that point it was pretty desperate at Mingus going for it on fourth down within their own 30, and it turns into another touchdown for the Lobos. This one a 3-yard run by Brimhall, and that was set by a block punt. So they had a short field within the 20 nonetheless. The extra point at that point was good, 37-0, and the extra point I think got the most amount of applause by the Lobos crowd here.
Hey, we can do it.
Yeah, no kidding. 37-6. I think I said 37-0, but 37-6, and that's how the game would end out here tonight. So up until 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter, Mingus was in it, and then it just fell apart.
Yep, still in it. The Marauders tonight, Jackie, one thing that we noticed and mentioned throughout the night, a lot of underclassmen playing, a lot of sophomores we saw playing, a lot of underclassmen, and I think that might be one of these years where the Marauders are trying to get some guys ready. We're one game into the season. We're not saying this year's a wash, but I think we're going to see a lot of underclassmen playing this year, and reason being is that those guys are pretty good. Let's see how they're able to progress. Next week, gets a little tougher. I'm not sure a better squad as far as their dynasty points things works out, because Snowflake's always one of the best teams in the state as well. However, Glendale Cactus is one of those dynasty teams, but they're all bigger. So it's going to be a tough game next week at home against Cactus, but the Mingus Marauders will be at home looking to defend that home turf there at the Cave. We'd love to have you there cheering them on. All right, fans, let's take a quick break right here. We'll come back with some more statistics from today's game. Final score, 37-6, Snowflake over the Mingus Marauders. We'll be right back.
Mingus football and Vinny's Pizza go together like cheese and pepperoni. Order from the sub or pasta menu, or take home a specialty hand-tossed Vinny's Pizza. Give in to the temptation of Vinny's famous garlic knots and wings. Dine in or delivery for Vinny's New York Chef Pizza. Easy to find in the Clemenceau building near 6th Street and the 89A bypass in Cottonwood.
It's the dawn of a new era in healthcare here in the Verde Valley. Spectrum Healthcare introduces whole person care for the mind, for the body, for all of you. With the opening of our new integrated care facility at 651 West Mingus Avenue in Cottonwood, Spectrum Healthcare now offers primary care, behavioral health, and pharmacy, all in one location. For primary medical care, for help with mental health and substance use disorders, for whole person health care, call Spectrum Healthcare, 634-2236.
People often refer to Larry Green Chevrolet as the people place. Keeping that reputation is a priority in the community and with every customer that comes through the door. If you're on the market for a new or pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV, you'll find their selection extensive and their sales team professional and courteous. You can also count on excellent after-sales service. Visit Larry Green Chevrolet on Highway 260 next to Walmart in Cottonwood.
Your local Cottonwood Taco Bell has what you're craving for just $1. Shredded chicken mini quesadillas, spicy potato soft taco, spicy tostada, just a part of the new Dollar Cravings menu at your Cottonwood Taco Bell. Convenient hours, drive-through, and open late every night. Visit your local Taco Bell on Highway 89A and Cove Parkway in Cottonwood. Taco Bell. Live Moss.
Pond Palace offers a wide selection of jewelry, electronics, musical instruments, firearms, and much more. And if you need money for that unforeseen financial burden, Tanner, Natalie, or Rob can get you a loan using your valuable items and collectibles. Scrap gold, silver, jewelry, guns, and electronics are all accepted. Visit Pond Palace on Calvary Way at 89A in the Dome Building, open 6 days a week, and online at pondpalaceaz.com.
Back in Snowflake with the DIGITELL postgame report brought to you by DIGITELL Verizon Wireless in Cottonwood. And final score here tonight, the Lobos from Snowflake with a victory here on their home turf, 37-6 over the visiting Mingus Marauders. Individually, well, there's a lot of stats to talk about for these Lobos. They had a pretty good game from a couple of different players. Their running game, obviously, Jackie, looks like it's going to be pretty good once again this year.
Yeah, but I was also very impressed with their passing game as Claridge ends up here the game 11 for 12 and 126 yards in the game and a touchdown to go along with it. Very efficient throwing the ball. When he actually let go of the ball, it was going where it was supposed to go. And they did a fantastic job on getting the ball downfield with the pass, and very efficient. Like I said, 11 for 12, 126 yards on the game, 358 total yards in the game, and rushing the ball. Well, the big rusher was Trevor McCray. He had 81 yards on 8 carries against us last year, and well, he'll finish the game with 12 carries for 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. Drew Snyder also averaged some pretty decent numbers out there, 8 carries for 34 yards, and the quarterback Claridge also had 7 carries for 12 yards in the game. No touchdowns for him, though, nonetheless. Receiving the ball, Travis Flake, 3 receptions out there, 56 yards. He was the big receiver, and then Porter Black had 3 more for 37 yards and a touchdown. So a very efficient performance for the Lobos, able to throw the ball, able to run the ball, 358 yards of total offense, but they also turned it into 37 points.
I think if we play them again, we have to hold them to kicking extra points.
Exactly, no kidding. Now for the Mingus Marauders in the game, Jordan Upham for his first ever start for the Mingus Marauders ends up 5 for 11, 52 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Had a little trouble hanging on to the ball. 2 fumbles for the Marauders for the quarterback out here. 205 yards of total offense, 153 yards.
Getting that in half.
On the ground. What's that?
Should be getting that in half.
There you go.
200 yards and a half.
That definitely gets it done. Jordan Upham runs the ball out here 11 times for 47 yards. Groth, a sophomore, got 4 carries for 10 yards out here. Levi Collins did not carry the ball very much. Herb Tiffany leads all rushers for the Mingus Marauders with 7 carries and 57 yards on the game. Tristan Clark, the only touchdown for the Marauders on the ground, and 9 carries.
Touches,
Yeah, not a lot of touches. 9 carries, 36 yards. The leading receivers for the Mingus Marauders. Galloway had a beautiful reception downfield. Called back on a penalty. Ends up he ends up with 1 reception for -3 yards. That's not the way to do it.
No, got hammered.
Yeah, I know. got hit hard right at the end of the game. Herb Tiffany ends up the leading receiver, 2 receptions for 41 yards out there, and the only other Marauder getting positive yards on a reception is Groth. And he ended up with 14 yards on 1 reception. So the Mingus Marauders didn't quite get it done the way they wanted to out here tonight. Take the long road trip, so we get the long trip back.
Long trip back, and then tomorrow we've got all kinds of football for you in Cottonwood. First game starts at 8 o'clock with the Northern Arizona Youth Football League. Jackie Bessler will lead his Cottonwood Panthers on to victory tomorrow morning at 8 a.m., so be out there for that one. Then football continues.
What are you setting me up for here?
We got confidence in you. Then football continues all day tomorrow at CMS. All the little guys are out there playing. That's the future of Mingus Marauder football. CMS, the Lobos, play tomorrow as well. We are over in Chino Valley. Game time at noon, so if you want to come on over and check out the middle school team, should be pretty good this year. Got some good players. We've been waiting for years to have Chaz Taylor and Alex Nelson leading this team. And, JB, we've got some good players. Those guys are leading this team. And I think the CMS team is going to have a good year this season. So come on out and check them out if you have a chance tomorrow over in Chino Valley. If you can't get over to Chino Valley, in Cottonwood at CMS Middle School there, at Cottonwood Middle School, there's going to be a whole bunch of games for you to come out and watch some of the Cottonwood youth players play.
Well, just about time for our DIGITELL player of the game. And DIGITELL, your premium wireless retailer, proudly doing business in Arizona for over 15 years. They remind you the new iPhone is, the iPhones are out and available. And don't forget about asking them about home phone service as well next to Suzy Q in Cottonwood. DIGITELL. Suzy Q Market under the Texaco Star in Cottonwood. DIGITELL, we want to thank them once again for being a major sponsor of Mingus Marauder football. In fact, youth or high school football across the board with all of their different locations. 2 locations in Flagstaff, also in Payson and next to Trader Joe's in Prescott. So wherever you are, a DIGITELL is near you. The DIGITELL player of the game, I'm going to put out a bid for Herb Tiffany.
Herb Tiffany.
I am going to put out a bid for Herb Tiffany. He played with passion and power, both sides of the ball, led the Marauders in rushing, but
had some big tackles,
very big tackles.
Tristan Clark scored a touchdown.
Yep, he did indeed. But Herb Tiffany, some powerful tackles, and just came out, never gave up in this game. Not once did he give up in this game.
Well, if that's what the criteria is, then Herb Tiffany will be the player of the game every week.
Okay, but I will say this. Herb Tiffany had the key block on Tristan Clark's touchdown run. How about that?
And some good tackles.
Yeah.
He's a good player. There's no doubt about it. All right, fans, for Jackie Bessler, I'm Zach Calandra. We'd like to thank you for joining us here for opening night of Mingus Marauder football. Again, we will be at home next week against the Cactus Cobras. On the road the week after that. Oh, wait, no, we're at home again, aren't we? The week after that. Is that North? No, it's Paradise Valley. On the road at Paradise Valley, and then home on the 4th week of the season against North. So away home. It's kind of how you'd like to have it. Next week is at home against Cactus. So come on out and check it out. We'd like to thank our director, Ryan Nichols, for making sure everything runs so smoothly tonight. Our graphics and replay guy is Joey Kwiatkowski. We'd also like to thank our camera operators, Abby Kwiatkowski, Ethan Miller, and Alex Meidlinger. So we'd like to thank them for doing a great job for us here tonight. We will talk to you next Friday night from the cave at Mingus High School.
2 things we can count on every year:
a new set of tax rules and great weather here in northern Arizona.
Jackson Hewitt Tax Service, locally owned and operated by Lewis Rice since 1997, is here for you all year long.
Your neighborhood Jackson Hewitt Tax Office will help you in all of your taxing situations.
Electronic filing is always free with your tax preparation at Jackson Hewitt Tax Service.
Get more in return. Call 1-800-234-1040 for an office near you.
There's no room for hesitation. The best time to buy a victory is now. Get 0% APR for 5 years or rebates up to $2,000. And every motorcycle is equipped with a 5-year powertrain warranty. This is the Red Tag Rush Sales Event. Victory Motorcycles. Ride one and you'll own one.
This has been the Vinny's New York Chef Pizza pregame report. Order for pickup or delivery tonight. Call 646-3333. We'll return for kickoff right after this.
Mingus football and Vinny's Pizza go together like cheese and pepperoni. Order from the sub or pasta menu, or take home a specialty hand-tossed Vinny's Pizza. Give in to the temptation of Vinny's famous garlic knots and wings. Dine in or delivery for Vinny's New York Chef Pizza. Easy to find in the Clemenceau building near 6th Street and the 89A bypass in Cottonwood.